Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm joined by my fellow co-host, man like Zeno is in the building, TikTok star. You know what I'm saying? And we're here, like we look like we planned outfits with this black and white thing. we look we look like we planned
It's good
outfits.
though. Looks good though.
It does on accident we do. But how you doing first and foremost, Zeno? Are you good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. It's been a while because last time I couldn't make it. I wasn't feeling well, but yeah, I haven't seen you since we lost in the Champions League. That's
Has it been
crazy.
has it been that long
Yeah,
since? So I've not seen you since Wednesday because we did Tuesday ManDem United. Then the
yeah,
game was the Tuesday, and then obviously I didn't see you Thursday for that ManDem United because you
yeah.
wasn't well, like you said. Then I didn't see you on the watch along. So this is the first time we spoke. So we got
It's gonna
plenty
it's gonna
to
make
talk
for a
about.
good podcast though. hundred
Yeah,
percent.
we got plenty to talk about, and we will get into all of that. But first and foremost, love to everyone who's supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. Like, it's much appreciated, and this is why I start every show saying it, because the way you lot support, like, is massive. Like, the way the speed is expeditious. You know what I'm saying? The way you lot have helped the channel grow, the way you support me, you support Zeno, the Sarcasm City TV brand, all the other hosts, like, is much appreciated, and it does not go unnoticed. And things like this is why I love the Sarcasm City TV army, because this is Kevin, yeah? So let me just clarify for this people. This is Kevin Fraser. He's a Chelsea fan. He doesn't say he watches, he likes, he's subscribed. He doesn't say anything else in the comments apart from dropping a super chat for $199. So it's $199, and he just says, Super Champions of Europe, we know what we are. That's all he said for months. And one time he laughed at Ryan when Ryan was getting cooked. Aside from that one comment, for months on end, all Kevin has done is drop a super chat on the channel for $199 and said, Super Champions of Europe, we know what we are. And Kevin, you can definitely be a mod, 100%. That's the second different comment he's ever made. The amount of super chats you be dropping and the way you're here always supporting, you can definitely become a moderator, no problem whatsoever. So large up Kevin for the super chat. But like I was saying, big up to everyone who is supporting Sarcasm City TV. And of course, if you do drop a super chat, people, I will stop whatever we're talking about and get straight to your super chat, even though it's Kevin talking about Chelsea being champions of Europe on the ManDem United podcast. But we moved. Don't forget Zeno's TikTok is underneath in the description as well. And I will get to all the comments, but please make sure if you're watching this live right now or watching this back, you hit the like button on the video. Share it across all the socials as well. Please make sure you share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well, and check out the upcoming live stream section, because that lets you know all the shows that are coming up. Let me go to the comments. Abdallah says, man like Zeno and Flawless, what you saying? Big up to you.
We good, man. Big up.
We bless. Big up to Ryan, who says, big up, big bro, and my guy Zeno, large up, little bro as
Big
well.
up, man.
Let's see where else we are. When did Kevin do that? When I got cooked? One of the times you got cooked. I can't remember. You get cooked on a regular, fam. You know what I'm saying? You steak. You're always getting cooked. Sasha says, big up Flawless and Zeno. Hope you're good. Hope you're good as well to Sasha. And yes, people, if you haven't seen the ManDem United podcast before, it is a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United, hosted by myself and Zeno, sometimes joined by special guests. I think Harris should be coming on as well, and we will start getting special guests more on the show. And the reason why we do this twice a week is because there's always something to talk about with Manchester United, whether it's the previous result, whether it's the fixture, whether it's Bruno and Cristiano Ronaldo being in the dugout, whether it's Ollie in versus Ollie out. There's always something going on with us. All the time, there's always something going on with Manchester United. But share this across all the socials. Go to my Twitter and Instagram at That's Be Flawless, and you can find Zeno socials as well. Retweet and like, and let's get more people in here as well. And as you can see from the title, joint top of the league, is it that bad? But like Zeno mentioned, he's not been here since the Young Boys game. So you know what, Zeno, we'll start there. Thoughts on the Young Boys defeat? We'll go there. After you said in that very podcast, we second favorites. We
Don't
slap
bring it up,
PSG.
man.
We slap PSG. You know what I'm saying?
Do
The
you know
part,
what?
the Prince's Rashford Stadium.
Listen, I'm gonna take one big W from that, and that's what I said
Go on.
about PSG. I said PSG won't make the finals. Look how dry that team is. Look at Messi. That's some people's goat. That's not my goat. My
That's not
goat
my
at
goal.
36 came to the Premier League, the
Yeah.
hardest league, and he scored in every game. And
Yeah.
he's been robbed of 3 penalties.
Mm.
That's all I got to say. But yeah, it was a big L because I came on, I was gassing United, saying, "Oh, we don't need a manager. We have individual brilliance." And that game, we just looked so bad. Even when we scored the goal, we said it was against the run of play. We did not look good. We did not look good.
Nope.
And it was poor. I don't know whether you could blame it on the circumstance of the field because every few minutes people were slipping, to be fair to them. Wan-Bissaka got a red card, and then that's when you need a manager with tactics. And guess what? We don't have that. We don't have that. So, yeah, it was just going to be long after the red card. And then this game against West Ham, bro, we were robbed. Like, I don't
Oh, so you
know.
go
I don't
straight
know.
into the before you go on to the West Ham game
Yeah.
on the Young Boys thing. What's your thoughts on the lineup that I was very upset about, which you know about, the game itself where we played bad, taking off Ronaldo? Like, what would you have done at 10 men at that point?
You see, Flawless, like, we have this conversation every week. He gets the lineup wrong. He gets the lineup wrong. He gets the subs wrong. I know you said this before. You could clip the next 2 minutes of us speaking and put it in weekly as an intro, and it will still be relevant, bro.
It'll still be relevant. You're right. You're right. We don't need to be here. We could literally just rerun. I could record this, download it, and just rerun it at 5 p.m. every single time. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. There's nothing new.
Because look at the subs, man. He brought on Lingard for Ronaldo. We needed a striker to hold up play because, look, if we're under pressure in our half, give the ball to a striker further up the field. Martial is better at holding up play. If he's holding up play, like he brought on Varane, instantly that invites pressure on us. When last did we do that? We done that against Leipzig. All we had to do was not lose. But he started with 5 at the back. And what does that do? It invites pressure on your team.
Yeah.
And you could see the goal coming. I don't blame Lingard because he shouldn't have been in that position. You know, obviously it's a bad pass, but he shouldn't have been in that position. If you bring on Martial, you give him 2 minutes to play and you want him to prove himself, and then there's still people who say Martial's dead. It's the same treatment Donny van der Beek is getting. He's not getting enough game time. I'm saying start Martial or bring him on when you bring on Lingard for Ronaldo to hold up play. Take the pressure off us. He takes off Donny van der Beek, our most press resistant, and he's one of our better players at keeping the ball retention, and he takes them off to play Fred and Pogba. Fred was good, but Pogba was so dry. I have to hold my hands up. You know, Pogba's my favorite player, but
he wasn't good at all. No.
He died in the middle there. But they had the opportunity to do that because we put on a centre back and we took out an attacking player and a midfielder who can hold the ball, keep possession. So again, I don't blame Pogba. Obviously, that's poor from Pogba, but again, that's Ole's fault. So for me, that was an Ole stinker. Do I blame the players? Maybe Wan-Bissaka. Who else had a bad performance? I just blame
Nobody
it on
really
Ole
played well.
because
Ollie's to blame, but nobody stood out. Like defensively, trying to think. Yeah, no one I can say played well. Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah, I think Fred was one of our better players, which is mad, but it
was him and Donny were the better players. Yes, they were two of our better players. I liked Donny's performance. I thought he was decent. Fred was okay as well.
Yeah. But I mean, the lineup was just wrong, but we moved, man. I don't know what this guy's going to do because even when I said he's going to go strong because he has nightmares of Istanbul. And guess what? The same thing happened. And he comes out in the press conference saying, oh, that's not going to happen again. He's a hypocrite. Same thing happened.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and
man, that's my sum up of the game, bro. It was just appalling from Ole.
Yeah, it was. And before we get on to, being joint top of the league, and if it's that bad, we'll keep going through the comments as well. Big up SVS says flawless to go. Love, man. Appreciate that. Large up Eddie M as well, man. Says big up my bros like the vid people. Large up Eddie, a regular on the watch alongs as well. Let's keep going. Abdallah says we're winning the league next week. We're cooking City. I agree with you. Chelsea are going to beat City. Like it is. Ryan says if you're top of the league at Christmas, where you're not out of the Champions League group, should Ollie be sacked? Yes, absolutely, he should be. Yes, he should have been sacked already. If any question you lot have for me, should Ollie get sacked? The answer is yes. Don't care what's before. The question, should Ollie get sacked? Yes. The answer is always yes. I've had it up to here. And me and Tox, I would shout out to my brother Tox. Me, him, and Stroll. We had him on a special guest on From a Third Eye View. And Stroll, obviously Stroll's my fellow co-host on that. Some Pi Radio people, but there's a playlist on the channel. Me and Tox got into a debate about it. Heated debate about Ollie. And he was like, yo, you've got me here defending Ollie because he's Ollie out. But Tox always tries to look at the glass half full type of. He's that type of character with it, or just go with the flow and see what's what. And I was complaining about the lineup, and he was like, "It's the first Champions League group game. You play your strongest team to gel." I'm like, "But we don't gel anyway." I'm like, Chelsea rotate and win games. Liverpool have now started rotating and win games. Manchester City rotate and win games. How come we can't rotate and win games? And then what Top said to me was an eye opener, because he was like, if you can't let Ollie take away from Manchester United winning games, you know, the way we won against West Ham, the last minute goal from Lingard, the penalty save. And I was like, the reason why it's taken away because it doesn't account to anything. We're not winning nothing. That's the whole point. We're Everton. We're Leeds. I can't even say Leicester because they've won something last year. That's what we are. We are just playing to take part. And that's what I've realized. And I've been thinking about this today as well. We legit play to take part. We don't play well. We don't win trophies. There's no entertainment. What am I watching from? And he was like, well, if you think that way, he's like, you're just setting yourself up to fail. I mean, you're setting yourself up to be miserable watching the games. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, if this wasn't my livelihood, I would not watch us. I would. Why? I just watch the highlights. Why would I watch Manchester United?
Listen, people don't understand. I wake up at 2 a.m. to watch Man United. I have work the next day. I have uni the next day. Oh, it's stressful, man. This Ollie guy is a prick.
It is. And welcoming back the returning one of the fellow co-hosts of the show. He's in the building. Get me. Reading's finest. My like Harris is in there. What are you telling me, Harris? You good?
Bro, return of the Mac. I just want to say, late.
Harris is stressed, man.
Sorry.
Yo, Harris, you sounding hella robotic, you know. What's going on there? Yo, jump out and jump back in. Yeah, you sounding robotic. It's cool, no stress. But yes, to get back to the
Am I still sounding robotic?
Yeah, you sound robotic, fam. Yeah. Jump out and jump back in. He'll be back. What was you going to say to him?
His earphones, unplug them or something.
You reckon it's the headphones? We'll soon find out. But like I was saying, so yes, back to it. I would not watch us. I was also saying, I was like, we played well against Leeds. We didn't play well against Southampton. We didn't play well against Wolves. We didn't play well against Young Boys. We didn't play well against West Ham. That's 4 out of 5 games where we haven't played, but this is a consistent pattern. We don't play well. So not only are we not winning anything, I'm not entertained either. So what's the point? We're just playing to take part. We're just here to show up. We don't win anything. We're not even in contention. We've been to one final in... Go on.
So even with Ryan's comments about if you get knocked out of the Champions League but you're top in December, we were top in January last year, and guess what? We were out of the Champions League, and guess what? The title challenge ended in 2 weeks. So it doesn't matter if we're at the top in December because it means nothing. It can go away in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Big up Harris, man. This guy was so stressed today.
Do you know why?
What are you telling me? Why was you stressed? Go on.
Do you know why I was actually stressed? Yeah. Am I sounding a bit better now? Or still?
Yeah, you sound fine now, fam.
God. I might have to cop some new headphones. Won't lie to you people. You know what? Budget cuts in the Apple headphone team. But all I'm saying is, big up Zeno and Flawless, by the way, bro. I look at this. 3 years in the making of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and what have we won? Nothing. Yeah. I look at that West Ham performance. Is it calm if I talk about the West Ham performance, or is that too early right now? Have you talked about that right now?
We're getting into it, but you can go first anyways.
Yeah. I looked at that West Ham performance and I was like, they played Europa League on flipping Thursday. They had no Antonio. And they still were battering us in the second half. And I was like, they were actually growing into it. And I was like, listen, if this is how we're gonna play, week in, week out, getting battered by these, not battered, but like getting dominated against young boys. Young boys were battering us as well, bro. Like, I don't forget these things. At the end of the day, I look at certain results, and I'm like, how are we progressing? If someone asked me, do we still play the same type of football last season? Yeah, we do. There were these pricks, these Ollie sexuals, they'll clip up a 10-second clip from the match saying, oh, look at fluid football. No, we don't play like that. That's just a 10-second glimpse of everything. These men just gas the whole shit out of it. Deep it. We've lost the Europa League final. We've lost our first Champions League game. Now everyone's like, yeah, but there's 5 more games. Well, guess what, bro? We were saying that when we were top of the league, we needed 1 point. I remember Flawless like, we're going to get 3, man. We're going to get 3. That's when Flawless was like. And I was like, I
was confident. I was literally, because you know why? I didn't realize how hefty Ollie tax was at that point. Like, I knew it was hefty. I knew it was like 60-70%. But like, I thought it was 60-70%.
Bro, Ollie tax is 99%.
That's what I didn't realize it was high in the 90s. I thought it was 67. I didn't
Should
realize it was 90s.
should I tell you when? Should I tell
Go
you
on.
when I knew Ollie tax is the realest and most fucking deadliest thing in the world? Yeah. In the FA Cup semi-final, we were playing Leicester. I think it was 1-1 at half time. It was a quarter-final. Our semi-final route was flipping Southampton, bruv. Southampton, yeah. And bearing in mind, yeah, you have to deep it. We've had shit semi-final runs, and we've had like draws like Chelsea in the FA Cup. It's not me. I was like, Southampton, finally an easy team. Guess what? Ollie Tax kicked in and we lost the game, bro. Our midfield got ran through that match, and I was like, listen, we're not making out the hood, are we? Then the Europa League final came, yeah.
That's an excellent analogy. When I said Ollie's at the wheel and you went, we're not making it out the hood, I was like, you're right, we're not making it out.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. No, I looked at the game and I was like, then the Europa League, and it's like people are like, yeah, but we move. Bro, we gave a submarine team the first Europa League final, yeah, their first European trophy. That's us, Man United, you know. And then our fans are like, right, guys, give him one more season to what? To crash the whole bit. You know what?
Let's go, Harris. If we give him one more season, this wheel that you're talking about is gonna explode, bro. Like the whole car will explode, yeah. Because I look at it like this. I was telling Zeno, yeah. Martial's likely to leave. Pogba's likely to. If we don't win nothing, Martial's likely to leave. Pogba's likely to leave. Yeah, Donny's probably gonna leave with the amount of game time he gets. Yeah, who knows what could happen with the Jesse situation? If Dallo don't get, Dallo would piss off because Ollie doesn't really like Dallo. That's a lot of players we could leave. And you know what the maddest thing is? If all them players left, Phil Jones would still stay, bruv, because that guy's never leaving. Yeah. We could lose 5 players from that squad, 3 to 5 players, and people are like, it's not that deep, bro. Some people are like, sell Martial. And bro, I don't know why I want for Martial. I'll be real with you in it, but I still believe like these pagans believe in Ollie winning the Premier League title, and I still believe in Martial. Yeah, and it's just like, who says gang shit? Sorry to cut you off on that.
But big up Eddie. Eddie, you're a real one out here. Always
Eddie every time. Curious says, yes, Flawless, big up the gang. I've been listening to the podcast on SoundCloud. Yeah, man, large up, man.
SoundCloud is the waviest one to listen to a podcast
SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. You'll find all the shows on there. Apart from Watch Alongs, they're the only one. Sasha's saying, big up Harris, welcome back, King.
Big up Sasha, man. Come on, gang shit out here. No, but like I'm saying, though, that West Ham game, people like, oh, you should be happy. Let's be real, in individual brilliance FC again, bro. Ronaldo bailing us out, yeah. Jesse Lingard doing that madness, and they're gonna be like, all these substitutions, he had. I feel like, yeah, all these substitutions is like, what's that thing? You know when you spin that wheel, that roulette thing, bro? That's what his thing is, bro. He don't have no, he doesn't have no organization in a substitution, bro. It's just like, yeah, you should give him. You know what? I'm not gonna give the.
You know what? Okay, listen. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Okay, listen.
Here we go. This is Zeno in his element.
I was doing my watch along, yeah, and when I saw Matic on the touchline, bro, I threw my phone when I saw Matic, but he came on because Fred was slow at progressing the ball and passing and breaking through the lines. Matic is one of the best at passing it through the lines. He has one of the best numbers, the progressive passes. He comes on and you know what? He does get the assist and Lingard scores. And even though Ole is such a dry manager, but it worked because Matic came on and he made an instant impact. But you can't forget the dead football from the 85 minutes before that. But you have to give him credit there because it did work. Even though it doesn't work most of the time, it came on, Matic pass, broke the line. Jesse Lingard, individual brilliance. But yeah, man.
You know what? I agree to that with to a certain point, yeah. But you know what this is? Ollie, we've been telling this brother, make subs correctly, and on the right time for God knows how many games, yeah? And just because he's got it right once, does not mean like, oh yes, let's forgive him because Ollie, he's somehow the next reincarnation of Sir Alex Ferguson and his genius tactic. No, bruv, no. The guy rouletted the whole thing, bruv. Like, no, he's got no... I'm telling you, let's be real. To Greenwood off for Sancho. Like, sometimes you know what's going on. I'm going to tell you this. When Cavani comes back, it's Ronaldo on for Cavani. Like for like, bro. I'm telling you. You can't tell me I'm wrong. He will never make a substitution, what have you, thinking, why is he doing that for? Because he's shit. Like, honestly, yeah. And the thing is, yeah, people say, oh, let's vibes this, let's relax this. For what, man? For what? I'm seeing a burning built in front of me. And I'm just standing there, bro. Like, you have to do some shit. You have to take initiative.
Harris has had enough, you know, because he's not been here week in, week out. He's like, he's gonna get this all.
Bro, you know that young boys game, the young boys game.
We'll get to that. Before you get to that, let me just get to a couple comments, and I know you've got a lot to say, so I'm gonna let you go, fam. I'm gonna let you go. Let me get through the comments, and I'm just gonna let you go because you got bare stuff to get off your chest and that, fam. I can see it already, so I'm gonna let you go in it. Love to Mimi as well. She says showing love to you, Three Kings, my queen Sasha, and a couple of you in the chat. Not you, Ryan. Yeah, no one loves Ryan. Off to the
I love Ryan.
If we get through, I beg we get United next round. I'm not trying to see Watford next round. I don't need that in my life, innit? And if United get through, that's probably what's gonna happen. That's how the YouTube world works, and I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Large up YG Jez says big up the ManDem as well. Where else we at? And you're right, Notorious FAT. I did not read the small print with Ollie tax. I didn't realize how hefty it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I had no idea whatsoever. But go on, Harris, your thoughts on the young boys game.
I just want to say that tax is so hefty. You could actually have Ronaldo playing in Europa League. That's how hefty that tax is. If someone, I don't even want to talk about that because that gets me pissed. That young boys game, I watched that, yeah. And as soon as Wan-Bissaka got the red card, I just stopped watching the game, yeah. And some people, you don't watch the games. I knew what would happen. Why? Because one, I'm a genius, and two, yeah, I knew that after the red card, we would capitulate in it. Yeah, I knew that I would just watch us just seeing us hold on to a 1-0, which we would eventually lose to. And lo and behold, I was right. Because what happened, check my phone, 1-1. I wanted to get vexed, but I was like, you knew it was going to happen. That's why you turned off the game. Then I see 2-1 and I was like, should I even be surprised at this point? Yeah, because I know with red cards, we capitulate so badly, bro. Like, the amount, bro, this is young boys, man. The Switzerland teams, bro. Like, are they even they're not even in top, there might be top 10 leagues, but listen.
They're not top 10 leagues from I checked. They're like
they're
16th.
Not, they're 16th. So this is what I mean. 17th in the Turkish league, yeah, to Istanbul, and we've done it again. I remember. I don't know if this is a real quote. I read somewhere. Ollie was like, "We're not gonna have another incident like."
He said that.
He actually said that. Well, guess what? You did, yeah. And no one's questioning him about it, yeah. Because this man, he comes on like, yeah, none of this, none of. He's like, you know what he is? He sweet talks these fans. He sweet talks. He's like, yeah, listen, we're building, and when it actually happens, like, no, trust me, we're building, but we'll get there soon. It just takes a progress, man. I'm trying to get the DNA in and trying to get the passion. This brother is actually killing my club. Bro, honestly, that's what it is. This is what he loves, running and everything like that. But there's only so much running can do, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? We're not trying to do the Olympics out here. I've been saying for time, bro. Cardio and vibes. Like Flawless says, cardio and vibes.
Yeah, shout out to my bro Tox. You know what I'm saying?
Bruv, shout out Tox, you know the vibes here with people. But no, like I was saying though, you see what it is, yeah.
Harris, keep going, man. That's what it's here for. This is therapy settings, man. Harris has not took a breath. Harris has not took a breath in the last 5 minutes of that. Man, get it off your chest.
No, but listen, man, you know what it is.
I spoke to Harris earlier on today, man. This guy, he's tired, man. But yeah, go on, bro.
I'm not gonna. I get sometimes people like, oh yeah, why are you always so negative? Just stay positive. Listen, I tried staying positive.
Sorry to cut you off. That has leaned me trying to get the passion.
But he is though, right? Honestly, I look at it and it's like, what do you want? You just want runners in your team, man. I was like, you just want run, and it's like, bro, we are going nowhere with that, you know. And this is the thing, and he's brainwashed the fans. You know what? My only hope is Ronaldo getting him sacked, bro, because. I just want to say, when I saw Ronaldo in the dugout, I was like, we don't have a serious manager. I was like, we don't have a manager that breeds confidence into the players. The players breed confidence into themselves. Because honestly, yeah, I don't know how Ollie, and everyone's like, oh, look at the squad Ollie's built. Yeah, but what have we won? You get me? Look at the squad. Look at the squad Mourinho won.
I'm sorry.
Harris is going. Keep going, fam.
No. But
do you know what though? Listen. Harris made such a good point. Yeah, we played the same football we do with Ronaldo, Sancho, Pogba, Bruno, that we did with Andres Pereira, Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Ashley Young, Dan James. We played the same football. This guy is a football terrorist, as Harris says.
No, but it's not that. It's not only that. I remember, I said to someone, bro, our way of play, it's not like a Chelsea where they have a dominant way of playing. It's not like a City where you can see their players. So even Liverpool, when all their players are fit, I was like, and they're like to me, well, why don't you go support City and Chelsea then if you like their way of play? I'm like, why don't you go support flipping Burnley and flipping all these other relegation candidates? Because that's the way we play right now. We honestly, I look at us, and it's like, bro, what are we doing, bro? We're so discombobulated and all of that, bro. That's
Yeah, well, that means confused, and it depends what word you're looking for. I can give you one, but it depends what you're looking for. But discombobulated, that just means confused. So
Yeah, that's what we are, bruv. We are, bruv.
We do. We are befuddled FC. Yeah, you're right.
You know what
right.
it is, yeah? We get our pants pulled down when a manager knows how to stop Ollie, and then everyone's like, what the fuck do we do now, bruv? Like that Villarreal final, he got his pants pulled down, bruv. And it was just like, I was sitting there with my friends and I got laughed at, bruv. Do you know how like annoying that feeling felt? Yeah, I was like the flawless 4-0 or some shit like that. How was I wrong? That's the last time I was going to be positive. I thought there's no way we can fuck that up. But you know what?
Do you know what? I agree that Europa League final, because I think that's something I didn't expect us to lose at all. I had so much hope we'd win, and when we lost, I was crying. I'm gonna be real. I cried when we lost. I had so much hope, and then just getting trolled. This Ollie tax is too hefty, man. It's too hefty.
And you know what? Flawless.
Go on, Harris. Keep going.
I've come to a solution. We scream Ollie out. Yeah, we're somehow in the wrong. Yeah, when it comes to the season, yeah, end of the season, and no if we get no trophies, I want me to be wrong. Yeah, and when I mean no trophies, I want to win at least a Premier League, flipping Champions League, or like just if we win a Carabao Cup, yeah, then these Ollie inners will be like, yeah, well, guess what? He's finally won a trophy now, and look at all you Ollie outers saying he's not won a trophy. I was like, bruv, after how many attempts, after how much being spent, bro? Flipping Mikel Arteta's has won a flipping trophy, bruv. That's the worst thing. Brendan Rodgers has. You get what I'm trying to say? Tuchel has in his first season, brother. And we're just we're out here moving like Tottenham. And you know what? I think Tottenham are they're like, in my opinion, they're the bottom of the barrel in football. Their whole model, what they do with their fans' mindsets of how top four is just a trophy to them. I don't like it one bit. I feel like they're just there for cardio and vibes. I could never be a Tottenham fan. Well, I'm not, but I don't know how they do it, bro. Because they don't see their team win trophies here. I don't know how you willingly support Tottenham. Honestly, if you glory hunt, and you're a Tottenham supporter, fair play to you. I won't say, if there was someone like to me, I used to be a Tottenham supporter, I'll be like, glad I'm happy for you, bro. At least your new team's winning trophies. Because it's gone to the point where we don't win trophies. 5 years.
We don't. I was just legit saying, I said that yesterday. And I was saying that before earlier on the show when, like I said, when me and Tox was talking about it from a fair eye view in regards to we just take part. We just take part. We don't win trophies. With the team we have, I should have some genuine hope and belief that we win something this year. I don't. I'm talking about winning FA Cups and League Cups if we get a favorable draw. A favorable draw, in the FA Cup and League Cup. Never so like it's the Champions League. The thing is, you're trying to make sure all the top teams are over the other side of the draw. FA Cup and League Cup.
No, but Flawless, the thing is, I would not even, the favourable draws, in my opinion, they're all bullshit, bruv, because we got that in this FA Cup semi-final. What happened? Even, Europa League, when you actually deep it, how hard were our teams that we played against? In my opinion, AC Milan was the only hard team that we played. Yeah, people will say Roma, but in my opinion, I don't think Roma are that good anyways, bruv. Like, I actually don't. No. I think the only team in that Europa League that our whole run that we could have actually lost to is AC Milan, and that's because I don't think they're good. No, but they're not that good. But in my opinion, they've still got a decent squad. Like they've got like a young squad. Yeah. And at that time, I was like, if they beat us, I'd be like, okay, fair enough, innit? Yeah. But flipping Villarreal, and that's not the only. You know what? I actually deep this year. I think if we played Arsenal in that final, we would have lost to them as well, bro.
We would have lost. 100%.
That's why I didn't want Arsenal to get through.
We would have lost. Ollie hasn't beaten Arteta.
There was actually no way we were making it out the hood, bro. Like when you actually deep it, bro. No way. Like, and I look at this year. The FA, I look at our last year's Europa League.
Hold on. Wait, let me just get to this. Question for Flawless. Why do you watch United? Why do you waste your time and don't avoid the question? Answer it. Do not talk to me like this, okay?
You know what?
I don't know. I've never seen you. Wait, one second. Let me just get to this. We can all run jokes and run banter. I don't know you. Maybe you've not meant this to come across the way it has, but that's the way I'm taking it. If it's not that way, I apologize in it. But don't ever come on there and say, don't avoid the answer. Don't avoid the question, answer it. Because I don't avoid any question. You know what I'm saying? We're talking football here. It's not that deep. I don't avoid any footballing questions. Zeno, Harris, the rest of the people in the comments. I'm here I'm here daily. So don't ever come on here and try to question me. And I've never seen your name before.
Yeah, respect us, man. What's wrong with you?
Chris, bro, this isn't your dad's house to be talking to us like that, bro.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. If I'm wrong, I apologize because you might not have meant it that way. You know what I'm saying? And that. But don't ever say avoid it because I've never seen your name on there. So let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? But go on, Harris, carry on.
Yeah, like I was saying, and then the year before that, our Europa League route was so pissed. Even though our squad was worse in 2019, 2020, it was Club Brugge, LASK. I'll never forget the Copenhagen match because we had to take it to extra time, and I will
with
never
the
forget that.
penalty.
And you know what the worst thing, Flawless? I never thought you know that performance in that Copenhagen match, we've still performed like that today. So there's actually no progress, in my opinion. Like, tell me, I saw that it was just so sluggish, slow, fucking boring, and it's like how we're just trying to churn out a result. This was against Copenhagen, yeah. Fuck me, how are we gonna do against the Bayern Munichs? Oh, we done it against PSG. Why lie to you in it? But look at PSG now, bro. This is not the same PSG we're playing in it. They got different. And low key, the PSG that we did beat, I think they had Marquinhos or Verratti out. It wasn't their best team like that we were playing. But still, in it, I'll give Ollie credit for that in it because I was gassed and I won't lie to you on that one. But it's like this Champions League. People think, yeah, Champions League is the easier one to win. I don't know if we can win it, honestly. I want us to win that trophy so bad. And people are like, why do you care so much about the Champions League? Chelsea have got 2. They're 1 away from equaling our record. Fuck me, bruv. That's not good. That's not a good sign. In my opinion, we need to win one ASAP. It's been way too long since we won one, bruv. Like 2008 was when we last won it. It's like, no, bruv, we need to pattern up. 2011 final, we lost to probably one of the best teams in history, in it, like, but Barcelona 2011. But nah, man, the champ, bro. But you know what, Flawless? I don't know what to do, man.
And let me get to this. The reason why I got pressed is because of the way you said it. This is why I responded. And I said, if you didn't mean it in that manner, I would be like, I apologize. But even the way you responded here, I don't like. And notice how you're typing and I don't know you. Like, this is what I'm talking about. And like, this is what it is. If you see me at Old Trafford, cool. Pull up and we can chat on the real. We can chat on here. What I'm saying is watch how you're typing to me about don't avoid the question. Like, I don't know who you believe you are talking to here. Because clearly you've never watched me because I've never once dodged a question. That is my point. You know what I'm saying? So who are you to be on here questioning why do I waste my time watching Manchester? Like, who are you? I don't know you like that. So do not come on my platform. No one asked you to be here questioning me in that fashion. And that. If you have a question to ask me, be respectful about it because I'm respectful to you. You know what I'm saying? Well, now I've been slightly disrespectful to you in my response. It's like, why are you getting so pressed? Because the way you've approached me. Watch how you are typing. You know what I'm saying? And because you wouldn't approach me like that in person. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't even know who you are, who you support. This is your first time here. If you was a regular, I'd more understand it. So watch your mouth when you talk to me and how you type. It's as simple as that. Be respectful and I'll be respectful to you. Be very disrespectful and I'll be very disrespectful to you. That's not a problem whatsoever. I don't want no problems, but if you are a problem, I say no problem. Let's not do that. Because verbally you can't get with me. So let's just leave that. That's why you don't have your pit. It's always Avidons who have the most to say. But we move. Go on, carry on, Harris.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what I was gonna say. You man carry on and I'm kinda out of breath, I don't wanna lie to you.
Always get me about don't avoid the question. I don't know, man must have slipped and bumped his head this morning. Well, we move. Where was we at to?
Yeah, there's a question at the bottom
get to it.
From my boy. Big up Kaseke. Which manager available would United bring in? Bro, I asked that man the same question. Zidane or Conte? Who would you get? I mean, we'd take either, to be honest. But
you go. Zidane, you answer first, and we'll get into it. You ask first, and then we'll get into it.
If we have Conte, one thing I want to see is a back five with Telles and Dallo at wing backs. Bro, just deep that Telles and Dallo, and imagine Ronaldo Cavani striker.
Be fine.
Bro,
you got options
we're
in
scoring
that
a lot. Yeah. But with Zidane, I think Zidane would be at our club for a longer period of time. Zidane has worked with Ronaldo and Varane. He wanted Pogba, the link up with Martial. You know, we have such an attacking squad as well for Zidane. And people who say Zidane inherited a world-class team and they disregard his Champions League trophies, that's just a tired argument. Because we have a team filled with superstars, but we can't win. We can't dominate the games against West Ham, against Wolves. So it's not about the players. Because if it was about the players, we'd be winning the Premier League. So people who say Zidane has no tactics, that's just a tired argument.
But Zeno, you know what I say to that as well? People say it, like, the thing is, people never say the same for Pep. Pep inherited that Barca squad, and it's like, bro, that squad was stacked, bro. Like,
no, but Pep changed the way they played football, though. He inherited a good team, but the way they play football changed as well.
No. I hear that. Look, that's completely understandable, yeah. But if you win the Champions League 3 times, yeah, that's not on luck. And what people disregard is, yeah, he also won the La Liga, yeah. He won the La Liga with them the season before in 2019-20, yeah. Without a Ronaldo, aging Casemiro Cruz, better flipping Hazard was just done out, yeah. Man's like Vinicius, like, bro, man was doing his thing. Yeah, he got knocked out in the round of 16, innit? Like, I won't lie to you, innit? But the brother still won the league at the end of the day with that squad. That squad, yeah, is not as good as the ones that he had on three-peat. So the fact that he can win the league shows you something. And then last season,
100%.
they had bare injuries last season. Bare. Like they were like these man got to the semi-final of the Champions League. Like, let's be real, in it. That's how, bro. And before you people are, oh yeah, he didn't win the trophy. Listen, bro, we haven't won a flip. We couldn't even get past the group stage. In my opinion, our squad is better than that Real Madrid squad last season. If you were to compare them, I still think we're better than them. That Real
Definitely.
Yeah. The fact that they were able to get to a semi-final, these men both past Liverpool, yeah. And then I think he came 1 point off Atletico Madrid. So he was challenging like them the whole way through. It's not like he was on a joke thing. So Real Madrid actually done their thing, yeah. And now obviously he left and all of that. But it's like people put a lot of disrespect on Zidane, but I think he's a very good manager. And I feel like if he was at United, people don't realize he wanted players like Van der Beek. He wanted Pogba. I think he could work wonders with Martial.
Bro, we'd ball out, man. And it pisses me off because of the squad we have and the potential we're wasting with this PE teacher.
Listen, you're not supposed to call him a PE teacher. He's got tactics at the end of the day. Let's give respect where it's due, guys. Sorry, man.
He's the football terrorist. But yeah, flawless. Zidane Conte.
And a larger Lewis and that. We running with the joint top thing, Lewis, innit? You know what I'm saying? And that we running with the joint top thing. The same way you call this is the same guy who calls Lukaku R9. Like, I'm not hearing anything from you. I was saying anyway, you wallet. Really, out of Zidane and Conte. Love to Lewis every time. Out of Zidane and Conte, I would take Zidane simply because I prefer his football, and I think the way Conte is and his nature, that doesn't end well. It doesn't mean we're not successful during the period he's here.
Yeah, there's no longevity there.
Yeah, I don't see. Whereas with Zidane, I see a little bit more longevity. Bear in mind, he was successful at Real Madrid, left, came back and was successful again. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with Conte, I don't see that happening. I don't think it ends well whatsoever. I legit don't believe it ends well whatsoever. So that's how I'm looking at it with Zidane and with Zidane and Conte. But Zidane definitely, simply because and you say things like this, yo. This guy wants you to take him serious.
No. I swear Lukaku hasn't turned up against the big six. Why is
we knew that Lukaku wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You should have had an assist, but Timo Werner did Timo Werner.
Timo Werner flipping out.
As I was saying, yes, so Zidane, simply because of the ball that he in it. Simply because of the football he plays. And I think he gets, with Pogba, Martial, Varane, that French connection there, I think he gets more out of him. The attacking players flourish. He instantly commands respect, not only as a footballer, what he did, but because of what he did as a manager as well. Like, instantly he commands respect. He's already been successful at the highest level. So, like, you're going to pay attention to him for for both of those reasons. Go on, Harris.
You know, one thing I'll say, I got two things. You know, if Conte came in here, I can't lie. Do you feel like a lot of the British media would try chat a lot of shit saying so and so? Like, because obviously you need to realize any manager that takes over Ollie's job, they're gonna be under a lot of scrutiny. Like, if you actually remember Tuchel, everyone was. Maybe a man like Ismail Assar, bro.
They're like this guy, Ryan, always on Sar's case. Like, Sar's just a decent player, and that's that. Like, nobody called him. He's like, oh, he's overhyped. Like, I don't hear anyone say this guy's world class.
It's just because Sar ended Liverpool's winning streak.
Yes,
I love Sar.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Battered them.
Yeah, it's because Sar pummeled them. That's what it was.
2 years later.
You know what? Yeah, when Liverpool actually lost to Watford, one, I was gassed, and then two, I made my boy, who was a Liverpool supporter, make Ismail Assar his wallpaper so he could remember that is the guy that beat your unbeaten run on his phone. And I was like, fuck, mate. Bro, you don't understand. I was celebrating, bro. I was shameless, but that was low times for Man United. That's when we were in Europe. You know what? Let's not speak about them times.
Let's not do that. But yeah, back to where we were talking about Zidane.
Anyways, I was going to say, so listen, you see what I've actually noticed, and my problem is, fuck me, if we've got a new manager, obviously for us, man, it'll be sunshine and rainbows, but all these Ollie inners are going to go crazy on these new managers, brother, and that's my problem. the amount of time Ollie got, they're not gonna give them the same time. Would you agree on that?
Yeah,
right?
but bro, look at it like this, yeah. Who cares about what these men are saying? Because look, when Tuchel came in, he even said himself when he was on the phone to Abramovich, Tuchel said, I watched the interview. He said, "Are you sure you want to sack Lampard? Don't you want to give him time?" And he even said, "The Chelsea fans, they won't back me because you're getting rid of an ex-legend." But guess what? He came in, he silenced them. Do you think they were going to win the Champions League under Lampard? No. They were going to go to the Europa League and we would have challenged them maybe in the final. But you see, Tuchel came in and he won the Champions League. So if we get in Conte, he would silence them, because if Conte came in and we won the Premier League, what would they have to say?
No, exactly.
What would
You
these
know what?
top breads and Ollie have to say? You just have to silence them.
You know, but you know what it is, the sad thing I've noticed, yeah, what generally happens in Man United depends on these top reds and all of that, because they're like, let's be real, innit? Even though Ollie hours have increased, Ollie in is still the main thing. Like, let's be real, innit? Bearman back him, yeah. Bearman want to be.
Everyone's still singing Ole's at the wheel, bro. It pisses me off.
You
man.
know,
Watching
but
a game and hearing these
you
man
know what
sing
it is, yeah. You know what it is, and I've realized for Man United to change, we need them to flip. Yeah, but big up Mimi in it. You know what I'm trying to say. But all I was gonna say, we need them to flip, and I hate this. I hate that life has come to this, but I realize we can't do shit unless like the top reds change their opinion on all these Man United fan accounts and all that. Because bro, these man, yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, these are the you know how we rate Martial? I think it's a more of a popular opinion that Martial is a dead baller. I'm gonna be real with you, yeah.
It is.
Like a lot of the common opinions that we don't like for example, yeah, we think McTominay is us, but they see McTominay as the second coming of Michael Carrick, bro. That's what I'm saying, innit, yeah. Shit like this,
and sorry, let me get to this from Evans Michael. I know, sorry if I butchered your surname, my apologies. He says, question, if Zidane comes in and wins nothing, then what's the excuse for him? We need Luis Enrique. If Zidane came in and won nothing, then I'd want him out. Same way if Luis Enrique came in and won nothing, I'd want him out. Same way if Conte came in and won nothing, or Hansi Flick, or Nagelsmann, or Ten Hag, or whatever manager you think or I think. It's all about winning trophies. If a manager comes in and he doesn't win trophies at some point, I'm going to want him gone. 100%. Winning trophies for me is the main thing. Then the entertainment side of the football is the other.
Yeah, no, what these guys are saying is, if Zidane came and it doesn't win, or look, you sacked Ole too early. No, it's not that. Ole has to go. His time is up. If Zidane comes in right now, we'll be gassed. And if he fails, guess what? He tried and it's over. That's life. He failed. But Ole was not the right man. Regardless of Zidane coming in, he was never going to succeed.
Because he also says here, one sec before you go, Harris, Ollie is like me, will be on the new manager's next. Simple. Old Trafford ain't giving him time. That's cool. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. If the new manager comes in and is not successful, I'm with you on that. It's not an Ollie thing. It's a manager thing. Like, is the manager successful? Yes or no? That's all I care about. If Ollie is successful, I'm with it. If Ollie isn't successful, which he's not been, that's why I'm on his case. But we move.
But you know what, Flawless? I hear that, yeah. And for me, I
mods
hear
on
that.
job with the fake account.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're taking a piss. What's wrong with you, mods?
Yeah, bro.
No, I hear that, yeah. What I'll say is, yeah, bro, I hear that, but one thing I'll say, yeah.
Slow mode is on people though, so it's easy to deal with mods. Yeah, go on, fam, go on.
I hear what you're saying at the end of the day, but one thing for me is, say for example, as Zidane comes in, yeah. My other worry is he don't get the financial backing like Ollie has, because let's be real, and Ollie's got players, bro. If they give Zidane that window that Mourinho got, like a Fred and Delo thing, yeah, I'll be pissed. I generally will be. What the fuck is going on here? Because you know what
the difference is? Do you know what the difference is though? Zidane doesn't need to get backed. He can come in now and he can win something for us. Look at the team we have.
You know what it is though? I feel like if Zidane is to get, I would be if Zidane was to come in, at least give a new manager his signings in it.
Yeah, probably is maybe. Sorry to cut you off, it probably is, but we move. Go on.
100%. If a manager comes and gives him the signings, but at the end of the day, he doesn't need like if let's say this, if you had Zidane right now, what would your expectations be for the season?
What if Zidane came?
Zidane came in. Not even expectations. What I would believe, because I think people get mistaken.
What would you believe? What would you
expectations? Because my expectations are for Manchester United to challenge for the big trophies.
Yeah,
that's my expectation, is for us to genuinely challenge. The problem is, I have under this manager, I don't think we challenge. Under Zidane, I think we do. I have genuine confidence we win a Champions League or Premier League with a quality manager in charge, because I believe the squad is there. I genuinely believe, have confidence we win a trophy. I genuinely don't have no confidence going into the season that we win a trophy. I think things have to fall into our favor. That's why I'm saying FA Cup, I think, is the biggest trophy we win. And on top of that, it has to be a favorable draw as well.
No,
That's what
listen,
I would say.
Flores, the favorable draw does not exist, and the only reason why we had it last season, innit? I'm not.
We always get checked though. We always get Man City, and it's always been hard for us.
Bro, we beat Liverpool, innit? Like in the FA Cup, and we were like, oh no, bro, listen, we've got no excuses at this point, no more. Like we just have to win, because it's gotten to the point where I'm like, bro, we don't win a trophy this season. I think I would probably. You know what? I'm not gonna lose my shit because I've lost my shit way too much. But I'll be composed. If we don't win, I'll be like, look, I told you so. But guess what? They're gonna clap back at me, saying, haha, given one more season, we didn't have the DM. Oh, flipping Wan-Bissaka's not good enough. Bro, you know one thing.
Harris. All right, go on, finish.
One thing I will say, like moving on. I'm gassed that Varane came in because everyone knows Maguire's level, bro. I was telling these man, Maguire is shit, bro.
Evan says, telling you now for a fact now Zidane ain't getting back. The little wobble, Old Trafford booing him like LVG and Mourinho. I'm in a win-win situation. All right, cool. If you want to boo Zidane because he has a little wobble, cool. That's your that's your right. That's your right. Go on. That's
Evan,
your right, Evan.
No. Let me respond. Listen, fans like you, they're gonna boo the world class manager, or let's just call him a good manager. They're gonna boo a good manager, who's won league titles, won Champions Leagues, and they're gonna be like, high five, Ollie. You've won no trophies, but guess what? We still love you, and you're always gonna be at the wheel because in my heart, I believe that you will win us the Champions League. If not today, maybe in 20 years, because you lot praise mediocrity at the end of the day. Mans are saying they're gonna be like, why are you not gonna back Zidane? Why? Because he's not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Why? Because he's not got the United DNA. Why? Because he'll actually win a trophy.
But Harris, that's what one of the things me and Flawless covered was the reason why people are Ole in, or the reason why people don't want to see him go is because they can't separate the emotions of Ole as a player to Ole as a manager. And I know for us it sounds dumb, but this is how I see it from their perspective. For me, I can't understand it. He's not Ole as a player. That's not him. He's our manager. We have different expectations from him, different goals, and he's failed. He has to go. And the other thing,
I'm gonna get going. Carry on. Yeah.
The reason what I've learned, because I came in gas and I was humbled after the first week, because I said I was after we beat Leeds, I thought Ole turned a new leaf. But Harris, what I learned from Flawless is we're failing. So just vibe, because you're gonna be too stressed, bro. Just take every day as it comes and just vibe, bro.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna be too stressed.
And I was like this before the season started. I was on a vibes thing, so it's not, and now it is. And just to get to people as to why I still watch and currently watch United is because the content creators asked for this. If everyone on here was like, "Yo, we don't want to see United watch-alongs," I wouldn't do it. I don't do them because I want to do them. I do them because it's a part of the content that we create and people like it. I don't look forward. The only shows I genuinely don't look forward to on the channel is Manchester United watch-alongs. And that's not because of the people I'm with. The people I'm with make it bearable. The comments make it bearable. I don't enjoy the game. I did Leeds Newcastle on Friday as a watch-along. I enjoyed that more. Leeds Newcastle. Villa Everton. The only Manchester United watch-along I've enjoyed was the second half of Manchester United Leeds.
Yeah, and I'll never forget.
Then 5-10 minutes of Newcastle when Bruno scored the goal and Lingard scored the banging team goal as well. Evans also says here 1000% Zidane ain't winning no Premier League or Champions League because he was lucky at Madrid with VAR. He ain't winning them trophies. Okay,
that's what I'm saying,
here's the thing is that no. What I'm going to say is even if he's right, that doesn't make Ollie any better. That's what people fail to realize. Trashing the next manager who we've said we want in doesn't elevate Ollie on any status. So then we were both wrong. And then I'd want Zidane gone too. If Zidane had done this, I'd want him gone too. And then we go on to the next manager and the next manager until we find someone successful. I don't care who the manager is. I just want the manager to be successful. And if I believe he's not good enough, I'm going to voice that. So I'm not even 100%. Here defending Zidane. I want you to be wrong on Evans. I want you to be right about Ollie. Because let me ask you a question. Do you believe Ollie can win a Premier League? Are you confident Ollie wins a league title? Are you confident we win the Champions League this season? What was your thoughts on the young boys' performance? That's what I want to know. To me, you're 100% right. How you get lucky with 3 Champions Leagues in a row, don't know, but we're not getting into that. We're not going to get into that. Let me get to the super chat as well. So let me get this straight. large up Drizzy does every time. Ollie does want to give Ollie time, but if we get a new manager, they don't want to give him time, double standards, because they don't really support the club like that. They support Ollie first, then it's the club. I want what's best for the club. Simple as that. Hence why if they offered me the job, I'd turn it down. You know why? Because I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'd probably take it for a couple months for the peas and then keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And then get my bag up and then that's it.
I'm not gonna do it
for the bag. But what I'm saying is, all jokes aside, that joke aside, I know I'm not good enough. I believe he's. Why can't people fathom that I don't think he's good enough? I don't get why that's such a wild statement. And all the evidence backs that up because we haven't won anything.
You know what? Like Flawless was saying, yeah, bro. One, he's not good. Like, if I was Man United manager, why? Like, I would take the peas in it. Not gonna lie, in it. I would need it. Yeah. I'd probably just show him Muhammad Ali motivational videos, and then after the video, tell him go onto the pitch and just do what you do for Ollie, mate, because he had no tactics and he still won. But what I'll say is, yeah, when it comes to it, like, this is what I mean. The double standards. It's like, why does Ollie get 3-4 years in what Zidane you won't even give a year or two, brother? I would say with Zidane, at least give him till one season and then in January, see what he does with that, innit? Yeah, that's how much I'd say.
Yeah, give him a fair shake. I gave Ollie a fair shake. I gave Ollie a fair hit, a fair run. Even after he had the poor back end to the season when he initially came in, I was like, all right, let's give him this season coming. And then even when things was going wrong, I was like, I still give him a chance, and then they eventually got to the point where I was like, nah, this ain't it. I was like, this ain't it.
No, that's how it was for me. You know what? I was like, listen, I'll give Zidane a chance here. But the fact that these Ollie inners, yeah, this shows you Ollie's made his own cult, bro. Because these men are moving like cultists. We're not going to give the new manager a chance. Because it's like, I feel like they see Man United. Man United starts with Ollie and ends with Ollie, bro. I don't see nothing in this guy, bro. Like, what is so good about this guy, bro? You know what? The way these men talk about Ollie is like the pengest girl they've ever seen. They're overrated, but like, he's actually so overrated. Like, there's nothing to be gassed about.
You know what? I have a question for the Ollie inners, or even for you guys. What is Ollie good at? Because we even gas Ollie and say he's a good man manager, but is he a good man manager? The way he treats players like Donny van der Beek, the way he's treating Martial now, is he a good manager? Same with Lingard, playing players through injuries. Maguire had to take injections to play through the games. Lindelof had to rush a back injury. Yeah, look at this from Donny's perspective. Donny trained hard. He didn't go to the Euros because he got injured. So he was training. He played pre-season and he looked so good. The season starts. You have an injured McTominay. You have Jesse Lingard who's coming back from COVID. Ole doesn't even bring this guy on the field. If you're a footballer, how are you going to take that? You're going to think you're not good enough. How is this guy a good man manager?
Zena, you know how I know Donny? Like, for me, Donny van der Beek is just doing a Jack Wilshere thing where he's just training with the club, bro. Like he's doing with Arsenal, yeah. Because, bro, when you actually deep it, that Europa League final, he didn't get a chance to come on, and Dan James had a chance ahead of him. Dan James is now just fucked off to Leeds, by the way, had more of a chance than Donny van der Beek. In my opinion, I hope Donny van der Beek goes, yeah. And if he scores against 100%. Us, if Donny van der Beek scored against us,
I'd want him to celebrate.
Yeah, if he doesn't celebrate, I would force him to celebrate. This is coming from a Man United fan, because the way this prick has disrespected him, bro. Man came to Ajax, just to do bench warmer, just to do up bench, bro. Just to have a man like Dan James have more minutes than you, bro. I think like last season, Virgil van Dijk had the same amount of minutes as him, and I was like, what is
Van Dijk had more minutes than Donny.
It's just disgraceful, bro. And look at Louis van Gaal saying, "Oh, if you want to come, you need to play minutes." If I was Donny, I'd submit a transfer request in January because, bro.
But he did though. Donny requested to go on loan and it got turned down.
If Ollie's not going to use him, why is he not going to sell him then? It doesn't make no sense. Actually, it's Ollie. Well, of course, it's not going to make any sense.
Here we go. Abdallah, let me get to this. He says, Flawless, Zeno and Harris, how many top class players are in the current United team, and how many world class players do you think there are? Top class players. How many world class?
Top class is like the level below world class.
Yeah, top class. So it's like, who would I say is top class in this side? Who would you say?
I don't think Maguire's
for me,
top class.
World class, I'm gonna say Ronaldo, Pogba, Varane. Who else do we have?
Ronaldo, Pogba, Varane.
I think you can put the hair.
I'm not putting the hair in there.
No, you know why I think you can put the hair?
I'm not putting.
This is why I'm letting you put the hair. Okay.
And before you get to that, let me just get to this from Evans. So if we win, I don't deserve to celebrate. So why are you here watching? You know what I'm saying? I ain't even engaging with you, man, no more. Go on, fam.
Don't
Carry on.
worry.
Now this is
So
a good
listen,
question. Let's do this one. Go on.
Yeah, go
no,
on.
you see what De Gea, yeah, fair enough. I don't think he was shit last season as well. I think he was good. Like, I don't
He
think
was
he was
okay, fam.
no, like okay, even if you say okay,
He saved us. He got us to the Europa League final flawless.
no. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think De Gea. For me, yeah, De Gea has been world class for a lot of these seasons. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, done his thing. Like he's on his world class form now. Like, let's be real in it, flawless. Yeah, bare of these men wanted Dean Henderson. Yeah, and look where these men are. These men are in the mud. Dean Henderson is getting chipped by Charlie Patino for flipping Arsenal. He's getting chipped by youngers, bro. 17, 16-year-old kids, bro. That's the keeper you man wanted, bro.
Here's the thing is with that though, like the issue with De Gea, like I said, he's not been great for 3 years. He's had a good start to the season, and I'm very happy about that. Last season he was decent. The 2 seasons before that he was very poor. He's had 3 bad. This is his 4th season now. That's why I can't put him in the world class bracket. World class talent, yes. World class talent, yes. You could argue.
But
That's
you
fair
know,
enough.
but
No,
you,
that's
you
fair
know,
enough.
I agree in it. But I think after this season, I feel like your opinion will change. Trust me, bro. Trust me.
I hope he has a good. He's had a great start. I give him that. The save he
That
made against
penalty
Wolves,
save-
excellent.
He
and the
has to
penalty
be
save as well.
consistent now. He has to be consistent.
Because you know,
Yes,
he's on
consistency
world class
yeah.
form. He is on world class form, in my opinion, right now. You can't even deny that. Flawless, don't try
I'm trying
that,
to think.
bro.
Yeah, he's not made a mistake. I'm having a think. I'm trying to think if he's made a mistake. I think you've got a point. I'm with you on that. I wouldn't say world class form, but I say he's in very good form. I would say.
And
if he carries on like this, he's been consistently good this season. I would say.
Yeah, but this one, I'm just gonna shut people down. Bruno Fernandes is not a world-class footballer. This guy is a meaty baller. You see against West Ham, this guy he crossed the ball 30 times. If I'm playing in that team and I make 30 attempts, I promise you I will get 2 on target and get an assist. This is what Bruno Fernandes does. He doesn't keep the ball. This is why we play dead football. He can't keep the ball. But guess what? He'll get that 1 assist out of 30 attempts, and this guy's world class. He's the second coming of Eric Cantona. I'm not
Frank
having
Lampard,
bro.
Now you know what is with Fernandes. One thing I'll say, I think for me in small games, he is very useful. Like I would have him in small games
100%,
because he can start. That's why I would say he just edges it for top class. Like he just edges it. Like I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And this is me being very nice. Because I feel like in my opinion, the difference between and this is why I don't say Harry Kane's world class. In my opinion, for a player to be world class, yeah, they need to do certain things that help them, like where you're just like, wow, what the fuck? You get what I'm trying to say? Show up in a final, for example, do shit, yeah. But for me, I feel like, you know, Bruno, for me, he's the player people look at to drag him out of a final and help him win it. Let's be real, innit? That Villarreal final.
He's not that guy, pal.
No. I'm not. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. Don't get twisted. But how many people do you think place bets on Bruno Fernandes to score in that Europa League final? A fucking shit ton of people. I tell you that now, bro. And you know why? Because
Go on,
he's our main goal scorer. I mean, our goal or assist. I guarantee you, so many people place bets for that before the final. Yeah. And the thing with Bruno Fernandes, in small games, I'm like, yeah, have him. In big games, I'm like, bring him off the bench. Because in my opinion, look at Liverpool and look at Leipzig, yeah? When he came off the bench, his impact was good in my opinion. And like Liverpool, I can't lie, he scored the free kick here. But I don't think he's good enough to start games. When you're in big games, you need to be careful with your possession, and you need to be very useful. Because if you're not useful and you just pass it to the opponent, the difference is higher quality opposition can do way more with the ball and also can do more damage. Lower quality against, bro, I remember West Brom and all of that. If you lose the ball against like West Brom or Crystal Palace, bro, man's like Benteke, they ain't gonna score through like 2 past you in the game, bro. They're not that good, bro. But like, this is what I'm saying. Bruno is a small to mid-table game player, and all these United fans, they get very insecure when you say this. I remember this stat saying Bruno's a big game player. 1 penalty goal against Tottenham, we lost 6-1. Penalty goal against Leipzig, we lost 3-2. We got knocked out of the Champions League. Sevilla penalty, we got knocked out the Europa League. What was the other one?
Free kick.
The Liverpool free kick. Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that one. The assist from the corner against Chelsea, bro, it's a fucking corner, mate. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's a corner. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, let's be real, innit? Like, Harry Maguire, he done his thing. I'll never forget that. It's like these men are pulling on strings. Yeah.
I agree, Abdallah. It's probably this for me. Ronaldo, Pogba, Varane, world class, top class. You could argue You could argue
Sancho,
De Gea,
Greenwood,
Sancho, Greenwood.
No.
Luke
You
Shaw.
know.
Nah, I
I
wouldn't
think
put Luke Shaw in there.
you know
Basically, our
what.
attack.
Really?
Basically, our attack. That's what it is.
You know what? You know one thing I'll say though. Yeah, one thing I'll say with this Varane thing. Can we just say because Mums? Yeah, I think Varane for me, he's the signing. Even though I love Ronaldo, I'm just so gassed that we got Varane. Like after one, remember? I think me and Flawless says there must have been. We must have talked about this. Do we think we're gonna get Varane? I was like, no, I don't think we'll get Varane. So and so, but I was bare. Like I was like, nah, it's not happening. When he came, I was
You
like,
and
oh my
Flawless
gosh.
both. You guys weren't. You guys.
I
I
was not
remember that
convinced.
stream.
I was
I
not
was like,
Yeah,
convinced.
you two weren't convinced. Yeah,
No.
I
I was
remember
like,
that
how
one.
is this gonna happen? We get fucking Raphael Varane. The beautiful thing is he's come into the team and he showed everyone how shit Harry Maguire is, bro. Because let's be real, innit? Yeah, that's the level between a top centre back and a flipping 80 million. The beautiful thing is we got him for how much? 30, 40 million. You can't even
Yeah, it's a
complain,
steal.
bro.
It's a
Like
steal.
it's a steal, bro. It's like I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, I don't know how we pulled that off. Real Madrid, I don't know how they let him get sold for that cheap. Obviously, he wanted to leave. I know that, yeah. But fam, man's was saying Harry Maguire. I think Harry Maguire looks good in a back three. I will humbly say, I'll put my hands up. In England, he was playing good. All of that, yeah. In a back three, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think centre backs they are low key tested when they're in a back two, bro. You know why? Because you're gonna do a lot more one-on-one defending, in my opinion, bro. Shit like that, bro. Because you know what it is, yeah. I look at fucking Maguire. I'm like, this is the captain of our club, yeah. But the manager's Ollie, and this is what. And bro, I'm not gonna lie. I give a lot of stick to Maguire. For me, I'd still say get a new centre back because I feel like we do. Like honestly, I feel like we should just take the L on the chin. Did you see that part in the West Ham game where man got pressured?
Bro, he hasn't had a good game this season, Maguire. He hasn't had a good game.
But
you know what? I'm
is?
thinking about this with Maguire. Now he's playing next to Varane. We're going to see his deficiencies even more because he's playing next to the centre back who is levels above him. So he's not playing next to Lindelof now, who's also more prone to make errors.
Lindelof would make more mistakes, so
that's what it is.
100%.
So when you compare Maguire to Lindelof, he's gonna look better, or he's not gonna look as bad. Whereas now, when you've got Varane who's up here, you got Varane who's this level, he's up here. Now it makes Maguire who's here look like he's even lower because Varane is just here. Whereas when they're on the same level, or you got Lindelof here, just slightly here, that's the difference. That's what I would say about it.
Spot on.
It is, of course. That's what it's like. It's like if we sign it, for instance, if we sign a world-class six, all of our defensive midfielders now look worse. Matic looks worse, Fred looks worse, McTominay looks worse. If we go and sign, let's say for instance we had a Kimmich in there or someone like that, or someone of that caliber. We had a Fabinho in there, and indeed it looks much different, 100%.
What could be? No, I agree, and that's why I say with and that's the thing. At the end of the day, Harry Maguire is getting shown up, bro. He's a weak point in our team, bro. I'll be real with you, bro. Like I look at him and he's so slow, bro. Like he's so slow, and bro, every time the man like turns around, bro, it's like a new day, bro. That's how slow he turns, bro. Because honestly, yeah, I see this brother, and I'm like, what are you actually good at? Yeah, you're good at heading and that, yeah. But bro, like, come on, bro. There's more to them being a centre back. For me, yeah, I feel like he is the captain and all of that, yeah. But I feel like it's the whole Brexit thing. Of course, he's gonna be the captain, innit? Who else are you gonna give it to, innit? Luke Shaw. I feel like Luke Shaw would be a shit captain as well, in my opinion. I once said I want Luke Shaw to be a captain. Fuck that, man. I completely take that back. I don't want Luke Shaw to be the captain.
I want to see Telles get more game time, you know.
I do want Telles to get more game time because have you seen the way this brother whips in across, bro? This brother's different, man. Like, I'm telling you, yeah. Him going forward, people are like, Telles defensively. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he's better than Luke Shaw defensively, but I don't think he's like Trent where he gets cooked all the time. Because I've seen him defensively. I think Telles, in my opinion, is he's not, I would say, yeah, he's slightly above average when it comes to defending. Because I've seen him, in my opinion, do some good tackles and everything. I feel like when you're on a system with Ollie, you're just going to get exposed, bruv. And the fullbacks have to do more defending and everything. That's why. The thing with him is, yeah, I think Maguire, because Telles will be playing next to Maguire, he's always going to have to be covering that spot and he won't be able to go forward because Maguire's he's got zero pace, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's got zero pace, Maguire, bro. Like, honestly, we bought Maguire and Leicester have won more trophies, put it that way. I'm just going to drop that for you.
This guy. But yeah, Abdallah, like I said, it's probably the world class. Like you said, it's probably Pogba, Varane, and Ronaldo, and then top class is probably the majority of our attack. Give or take who, that's what I'd say about that. But yeah, the reason why I called this, like I said, this show here, we not really discussed it because obviously Harris had stuff to get off his chest in regards to being joint top of the league. Is it that bad? And it's like being where we are in the league is all well and good. But then when you look at it with context, when you look at the fixtures that Liverpool have had and Chelsea have had, we've had the most favourable fixtures. So really and truly, we should be 2 points ahead. We should legit. We drew against Southampton. Yes, City did, but the difference, again, context matters into that as well. City's, to me, is just a bad day at the office. I don't think that's why their fans ain't complaining about it. Whereas ours is just regular. Like, we drew to Southampton and I wasn't shocked. And that's where the issue lies. How we are playing is not sustainable. Again, I have no hope and belief that Manchester United win anything. That's why I'm just on a vibe.
It's not sustainable.
Do you know what? Flawless makes such a good point because he says Man City had a bad day in the office. When would we lose and come on and say it was a bad day in the office?
No,
never.
That's a regular day in the office.
It's standard.
Yeah, it's standard. That's how the office runs.
Actually,
I'm saying that's the regular occurrence in the office is bad work. It's not just just a bad day at the office. Like for City, that's just a bad day at the office. Simple as that. That's how I looked at that Southampton game. Yes, could it be costly towards the end of the season? Absolutely. But Chelsea will have a bad day at the office, as will Liverpool as well. The problem is that our bad days at the office ain't bad days. They're regular. We drew to Southampton and nobody said, that's a bad day at the office. Our performance against Wolves, nobody said that's a bad day at the office. We got beat by the Swiss champions. Nobody said that was a bad day at the office.
It's standard.
That was the players' fault.
That's where the issues lie, is the fact that it's no longer a bad day at the office. It's just the norm. It's the regular. It's nothing new because we understand the level this team is at. We are consistently inconsistent. I say this all the time. That's why I have no hope.
I love how you say that.
We are consistently inconsistent. The only thing consistent with this is inconsistency. You never know what you're going to get. We play West Ham. Go on, Zeno.
We play roulette
I was just
football.
going to say what you're going to say. We'll probably lose like to Everton, but then we'll go slap Man City and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Or we'd lose to Watford and then beat Man City and Liverpool.
No, I remember. I think 1 week, we beat Tottenham and Man City. I'll never forget this. Yeah, and we were like in the 5th or 6th place. I was like to my boy, bruv, we're getting back in the top 4 in it. We get slapped 2-0 by Watford, and I'm like, for fuck's sake! Yeah,
I remember that game. Yeah, I remember that game.
There was another time where we done it. Yeah, and I think we needed to beat Southampton or some shit like that, and we get into 4th place. We didn't beat Southampton, brother. We got knocked down straight to 5th, brother. And it's like, I think we were literally 5th till literally the last game of that season. I won't forget that, yeah. But it's like, bro, we were so inconsistent this season, bro. People think, we were consistent in the league and everything. But in my opinion, I don't think we were that consistent in the league, bro. We were doing 3-3s to Everton, 2-1 to Sheffield United, that 1-1 West Brom game. Flawless, do you remember that 1-1 West Brom game? Those games are the games where it's like between a top class manager and a flipping a PE teacher like Ollie, because in that game we needed a change. We needed something different. And bro, nothing happened. We didn't have no change. We didn't have no difference, bro. Man just kept playing the Bruno and all these man. Just he literally, I think Ollie's tactics are Bruno and Inshallah, because he doesn't take Bruno off. For some reason he doesn't. I barely see him do it, bro. And it's like, bro, what is this man playing at? But you know what? It is what it is. Enjoy the vibes, my people. We're in for a long roller coaster ride.
So
do you know what's mad, guys? Our long run, our hard, tough run, it's upon us now. I think we have Everton 2 weeks or something, and that's when it starts. And
I feel
look, it could be good. It could be a positive because maybe at the end of 2 months, Ollie could get sacked after bad results. But it's gonna set us back because the fixtures are just gonna come in thick and fast. And with the way Ollie rotates the team, I just don't trust it anymore.
Don't rotate. That's my problem. Why was my head was gone when you told me the lineup on that ManDem United. I was finished. I was like, Zeno, take over the show. And my head was gone because I'm like, that was the one question we had. The one question I personally had over Ollie, like, all right, will he rotate now? You have the bench. If you're not going to rotate against Young, but I don't expect to see much rotation against West Ham tomorrow, to be honest. I think we'll get 2 or 3.
Do you want to do that predicted lineup or something?
Oh, what we would like to see. All right, let's go. We can run through that. Is Henderson back?
I don't think so, because I didn't see him in the traveling squad last week.
So if Henderson's not back, I'd throw De Gea in goal. I'm going Tellers and Delo as fullbacks. I would still stick with Varane and Maguire as the centre backs. Midfield, I'd go. Would I go in midfield? Probably Matic and Donny. Probably go in midfield.
Or you'd play
Matic and Donny.
Matic in this game.
Well, he didn't play. That's the thing is,
Yeah.
from what I would play and then what Ollie would play was different because I'd like to see Matic and Donny on the weekend against Aston Villa.
West Ham.
So then, that being
Oh,
said,
Aston Villa, yeah.
I'd probably go with. All right, let me rephrase that then. No, I wouldn't go with Matic and Donny. I'd go
Is this
with
the West Ham game or Aston Villa?
the West
game?
Ham game. This is
Yeah,
the West Ham game
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Like
I'd go.
I'll let you say your lineup because
I'm trying to think. You would I go in midfield? It pains you to me. I'd probably go McFred.
Donny and Fred, man. I think.
I'd probably go McFred because you're asking me what it is because I'd want to see Donny on the weekend.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go McFred. Then who do I play up to? This is where it gets tough now. One matter in the 10. I play Lingard. I play Martial.
Sancho.
Yeah, Sancho's a shout. So I'll probably go Sancho from the right, Martial up front. No, Sancho from the left.
Lingard left.
Lingard from the right. Martial up top, Matter in the 10. No, Stephen, we're playing West Ham again. We got West Ham again tomorrow in the Carabao Cup. That's the game we're talking about.
Bruv, here we go again.
Yeah.
You know what, Flawless? So my lineup would be.
Go on. What would your lineup be?
I'd unfortunately have Henderson. Yeah, left back. You're gonna. Is Tellers fit or no?
Yeah, Tellers is back.
Training. Yeah, he's back.
I'd have Tellers at left back, right back Delo. I'd actually have Lindelof and Bailly. Like honestly, there's no need to play Maguire and Varane because Maguire is just gonna that brother has too many games, too many games. Give that brother a rest.
Every time.
Big up Abdullah, bro. Come on, man.
Big
like
up,
Abdullah
man.
seeing his girl, you know.
Go see Mrs. Abdallah for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's calm.
Bro, shout out to you. I would probably put Bailly and Lindelof as centre back, and before people say, they're not good enough. I think we were literally starting them every game. I think they'll be good for a Carabao Cup game. Pretty sure Everton will rotate as well, so I wouldn't be that worried. Yeah.
West Ham fam.
Oh no, I meant West Ham. Sorry. The only reason I said Everton, David Moyes, and that innit. All I was gonna say, midfield. I'll put fucking McTominay and Donny, bro, because at this point, I'm like, let Matic play on a Sunday. I feel like give Donny some more match minutes. I reckon Donny could play this game and Sunday.
Yeah, he can obviously.
Yeah. I'd put Matter at the 10. I agree with you, Flawless, on that. I'd put, and then I'd have Martial, Sancho, and Lingard up front. But can I ask you, Flawless, why do you have Varane and Maguire? That's what I want to know, because it's like
just for them to, because one, I think this is one of our best chances at winning a trophy, and two, them two to build up an understanding, and three for them to. I think I prefer them to deal with Antonio. I presume Antonio, who's suspended, is going to play in this game.
He'll be there.
So I prefer to see Varane and Maguire up against Antonio rather than Bailly and Lindelof.
Yeah, you can't start Lindelof. Actually, that's a good point.
So I'd rather go with that. But if I did see Bailly and Lindelof, I can't even. At least he's utilizing the squad.
I feel like for me, Bailly could deal with flipping Antonio, in my opinion.
Bailly could, but he's gonna go sit on Lindelof.
Yeah, but he'd target Lindelof, obviously.
Yeah. I get your point. What you're saying makes sense. Zeno, what's your lineup?
Mine would be the same as Flawless. Obviously, you didn't know if Henderson was fit or not. Same.
Yeah.
If Henderson's fit, start him. But I think the front four is good because we need Sancho to get minutes now because he was sick. He didn't get a preseason. I think the hate on Sancho is just dragged, obviously.
It is too much.
You know, it's the United tax, but he needs minutes. Lingard will obviously, it's the reason why we kept him because you're supposed to play Lingard. Martial needs minutes as well. So if he doesn't start a weak team, like if I even see Ronaldo in the starting lineup or even on the bench, I'm gonna be pissed off. But yeah, I think the team Flawless chose is perfect.
Yes. Can I say something? Even though Diallo's injured, how do you see his progression this season? Because for me,
limited.
I think I hear what you're saying, but for me, one thing with Sancho, compared to Diallo, obviously we're saying Sancho's getting used to the league and everything like that, and I 100% agree. I think people hating on Sancho, they're just jealous innit, that he's not at their club. But one thing with Diallo is, every time he's played for us, he has impressed me, in my opinion. Like, he did look good. I'm gonna be real in it, And this is the thing in it. When you've got such a stacked attack, sometimes you have to be ruthless at time, bro. And you know what? I'll be real, let's be real in it. Diallo's performances, yeah, versus Sancho's performances, like I'm not gonna lie, I take Diallo's like he's performed in a Man United shirt as of this moment, yeah. He's actually being better than Sancho, yeah. And the thing is, some people might be like, "Oh, Sancho's a better player than Diallo," bro. Who knows? Diallo, because the way people talk about Diallo, yeah, these man like Fabrizio, he's gonna be a top talent in the future, bro. To be
He looks
honest,
good
yeah,
every time I've seen him. He's played well, and he's made
that's
the
the
difference
thing.
as well.
Do you know
You
what
know,
though? I don't think Diallo was Ole signing, because look at Ole signings. They're all, British, they're big, they're large. Diallo is small. He has same similarities with Angel Gomez. Angel Gomez was so techie, man.
no, I
He
hate
was
that.
he
Look,
was the captain of the under 17 team over Foden, Angel Gomez. But guess what? He doesn't have the height. He doesn't have that McTominay build, that passion. He has same with Diallo. Diallo is so techie. He's good at dribbling. He's good at layoffs, keeping the ball. He's not an Ole player. You look at Martial. We're trying to win a game. Martial is not even top three subs. He's on the bench. He brings on Matic and Lingard over Martial. What chance does Diallo have?
look, you know what? And I agree with that, Zeno, at the end. But one thing I'll say is that Europa League, what was it? The quarterfinal, round of 16, one of them against AC Milan.
Yeah, when he
But
begged.
yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Diallo is literally a very big reason of why we got through today. Because that was probably an important game that he came on. Yeah, literally broke the deadlock of that 0-0. We bottled it right at the last second, in my opinion, at Old Trafford. But then, yeah, one thing with Diallo, I think he played very good against Wolves. What was that? I think when we beat Leicester, was it 2-1, or I think we might have lost to them. Yeah, the one where Greenwood bagged. Yeah, man had a decent performance in that. He played good against Wolves. Like I'm not gonna lie, he's not had that many minutes, but in my opinion, yeah, people's
Yeah,
like,
he's
oh
looked
yeah,
good.
yeah, like he's looked good, and I feel like, oh, physicality, yeah, fair enough in it. Like he can bulk up, in my opinion, yeah. But it's like I think you need to give him, because when I've seen him, he's looked good, in my opinion, yeah, and he's played better than Sancho like right now, and it's like, just on that, I feel like maybe you should give him more of a chance, but let Sancho adapt to the league, give him some competition. We bought him for the right wing, and it's like, that's, bro. If Sancho has Diallo up on his neck, do you not think it increases the levels even more, bro? Because let's be real, innit? People saying Sancho's for the left, and I'm gonna be real, innit? I don't see Ollie playing Sancho on the left at the end of the day. I think he sees him as a right winger. Now, I would personally play Sancho on the right, because I feel, and the thing is, yeah, Sancho's got Greenwood knocking on his door, for example, but just having Diallo, because I don't want to see Diallo play at Fenerbahce or Basel and these teams. If he's gonna get him alone to Crystal Palace. Don't send him to these flipping Mickey Mouse teams, bruv, like Olympiacos and that, bruv. Because I feel like with Diallo, we potentially have a top player on our hands. The way these men talk about him, the way his Atlanta teammates talk about him, bruv. Man like Luke Shaw and Maguire were like, bruv, this guy reminds us of Riyad Mahrez and all of these and these men, like, bruv, like. We got a player on our hands, bro, and it's like, when you have a player like that, utilize it, bro. I want this player to grow, bro. Like, honestly, that's why I got some. It's just Diallo's performances impressed me. Another one is Hannibal, bro. Hannibal was looking wavy as well. These man,
Yeah, I keep hearing
thing
about
is,
Hannibal, but it's highly unlikely we see him.
you know what? It
Highly
was
unlikely.
flawless. That Wolves
Highly
game, I was
unlikely we
like,
see him.
nah, Hannibal, bro. This you is good, bro. This you is good. And it's like, bro, we have some young players that could actually potentially break into the squad. Like, I feel like, bro, our attack is looking too, like, if you actually deep it, yeah. I was saying, if we sold some of our attackers and help bring, like, if we were to sell Martial, I'd expect us to blood in a youngster like Ahmad and Hannibal and give them more game time at the end of the day, bro. Because you never know,
Yeah.
though. Ahmad's injury might be a blessing in disguise, because if he starts playing well, for example, he could break into the to the bench. You never know, bro. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
And
I just want to get
Ahmad's
to this.
intelligence
Go
for
on.
his age is very good. That's all I was gonna say.
I said he looks bright every time I've seen him. Let's see him play more, but we'll see. Ollie don't rotate, so we'll see what happens. But he is currently injured. Emmanuel, large up Emmanuel. This is flawless. I hope you've dropped your De Gea agenda. I told you I'll prove you wrong. One, I don't have a De Gea agenda. Number two, it's been 5 games. So 5 games makes up for an average season and 2 poor seasons. It might do that to you, but not in my book.
But
Like, I'm not having that.
one thing I'll say, bro.
He's not
No
been good
matter
in 3. He's not been good in 3 years, and because he's had 5 good games, all of a sudden he's back.
No,
we'll
but
see
you
him.
know what? In my opinion, Henderson's shit. So you know the reason why I will never back Henderson. I don't ever see a world-class
even though you was out
player.
here backing Will Fish, but we moved.
Will Fish is a different story, bro. I'll tell you, Will Fish is my guy, bro. At the end of the day, that preseason, bro, man was looking like the new preseason John Terry and all of that, bro. No, all I'm saying, bro, allow Will Fish in it, yeah. But flipping Henderson, yeah, I do not see that guy as a world-class player, yeah. Never. I don't see him, yeah. I think his level is like, you know what? You'd be a good fit for Everton. They need to get rid of Pickford and the man if they do, or for example,
like I said, my thing on Henderson was, again, what I'm saying now with Delo, what I'm saying now with Donny van de Beek, I'm saying play these man to find out if they're good enough or not. This is what I was saying about Henderson. Play him to find out how good he is. Now we kind of know his
100%.
level. That's like, literally, that's what it is. We had to find out. And I said, if he's not good enough, which it turned out he didn't flourish, what I'm saying is find a new goalkeeper. Fortunately enough, De Gea has started the season well. It's been 5 games. So what are you not going to say to me if De Gea makes a mistake on the weekend? All of a sudden,
you know what? I'll just say to you, your boy Henderson got chipped by a 17-year-old man like Charlie Patino, bro.
Yeah, it happens, innit? I've seen De Gea chuck balls in the net. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him get closed down and players are scoring deflections. He's not had a good season in 3 years.
Man said Mick Fish pivot, man.
All I'm saying is, yeah, the Arsenal under 23s were putting that pressure on him, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing.
Bro.
Emmanuel says, flawless, stay hating on De Gea. Again, man can't catch a break. For 3 seasons, he couldn't catch anything, but we moved. When Kante turned up after 18 months of mediocrity, Chelsea fans all backed him. You have to back our number 1. That's incorrect. Chelsea fans didn't back him, because I see Chelsea fans still slandering certain players now. Not so much Kante, but during that period, they didn't all back him. And I can vouch for that. Go watch Chelsea fans. They didn't back him in that. And if you want to back someone after 3 poor seasons, that's on you and that. I'm not like that. I'm not giving you 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? To back our number. This is the same thing with Ollie. This is the same argument people use with Ollie. You know what I'm saying? Ollie's been bad for 3 seasons. Or give him time, you have to back him. If I don't think he's good enough, no, I'm not going to back him. I'm not hating. He's not had a good season in 3 years. So we're waiting. This is his 4th season now. Yes, 3 poor seasons. When I say poor, I mean in last season he was okay. He was decent. He was a 5-6 out of 10. And the 2 seasons before that, he was awful. He was awful.
Yeah, so you look from it was from
that's
the
3 poor seasons because he's not had a good
2019.
Yeah, he's not had a good season in 3 years. Why is that acceptable? Someone tell me. You don't want to get rid of Martial. You had 1 bad season.
No, 100%. I get that, but Henderson is dead. Like regardless,
I'm not saying Henderson.
Sergio Romero over Henderson any day. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, you see with this De Gea thing, I think Ollie managed it poorly because when De Gea was slipping up every game, we had Romero, and then we played the cup game where Romero was our cup keeper. He didn't play him. He played David De Gea, and De Gea messed up in that Chelsea game. Remember that Marco, bro? So I think it stems from Ole. This guy who's praised for being such a good manager.
He was decent last season. That's my point. Decent is not good enough. Why is decent good enough for our number 1? No other top club is accepting decent. He was decent last year. I agree. So when I say he was poor, because I'm saying decent is not good enough. Being 5-6 out of 10 as Manchester United number 1 is not good enough. And the 2 seasons before that, he was poor as well. So he's not been good in 3 years. Why can't you see why I don't want him gone? Why I had my doubts. He started the season well. Cool. I hope it continues.
You know what, the flawless, yeah? In your defense, if we were to get a new keeper, the only one I was like, let's go get is Donnarumma, because he could have banged him on a free, in my opinion, yeah? I was like, you want a new keeper?
We should have gone for that.
Boom, go get Donnarumma, and he's like 21, he's got fucking years of experience. But I was like, when that ship had gone, I was like, nah, fuck that, I'll just stick with De Gea, bro, because finding world-class young goalkeepers is hard, innit? PSG got one on their hands, that's all I'm going to say.
Facts. And even says, what about the 7 years before that? He was world-class. So because you've had 7 world-class years and quality years, you can have 3 bad years. Football's a what have you done for me lately sport. I'm not on this center. That's sentiment. That's sentiment. You wouldn't do that in any wake, shape, any wake or form of life. If you're with your other half in a relationship, one sec, Zeno, before you go.
Yeah,
if you're with your other half in a relationship, and the 7 years the first 7 years is fantastic, but 3 years is trash. Are you gonna stay with you or are you gonna dip?
You know what I'll do, Flawless?
You're gonna dip.
Because I love them, I'll struggle in that.
Yeah, that's you in it.
Listen, Flawless. No, Flawless. Listen. I think with this De Gea thing, it's different to Ole because Ole done nothing to warrant time. De Gea warranted his time by being world class. Look what he went through. Look at the defense De Gea played. De Gea could have gone, but he kept, like, De Gea has done more for us than Bruno has because he kept us relevant. If it wasn't for De Gea, we would be like Arsenal. We would be in the relegation battle.
And I give
Real
him
talk.
full.
No
I give him
banter.
full credit for that. Yes, and I give
But
him
I think
full
that's
credit for what he did.
warranted him time. So look, he did have his poor 2 seasons.
I'm not giving you 3
Look,
years, innit?
Yeah.
I'm not giving. That's just me.
He had his poor seasons, but
let's
now
be
he's
real,
on the
12,
way
Let
back.
Zeno finish, Harris. One sec. Go on, Zeno. Go on.
No. I'm saying I get what you're saying, but he's warranted himself time because look, if we got rid of De Gea, fair enough, but we didn't, and you know, he was poor for 2 seasons, but he warranted time. Last season he was better, and you can see he's improving. Look at him. This season he's been our best player. There's no two
been
ways
good
about
this
it.
season.
He's been our best player, not good.
Which, you know what
He's been
makes
our
it
best player.
worse, because it's not a technical thing. That's a mental thing, and that's what bothers me more. It wasn't a technical
100%.
issue with him. So you've been poor for the past 3 seasons, and it's not a technical issue. It's not a lack of ability. It's a mentality issue.
You know what?
Yeah, but I
though,
think
Floss?
you know,
I feel
I
like
think
his. Let me just say this. You know, I feel like his mentality is low key changing. When he came out on that Sky interview, yeah, like, nah, we got with him and Pogba. They were like, nah, we got to win trophies. Yeah, this brother was looking more confident. He was coming with that swagger, you know, and he was standing next to. I was like, right, you know, maybe something switched in the system, and he's like, fuck it, bro, I've got to win now, bro, or something like that. Because I feel like maybe he's just matured a bit since then, bro. I know he's like matured from 20, like he's 30 now, and maybe he's like, fuck it, like let's win something. Because I personally feel like you think Deja's got a bit of a mentality issue. Maybe
He definitely has a
back then.
mentality problem. He
No,
definitely
it
has a
definitely
mentality
But then you
was
know
a
what? I'd say
mentality.
Luke
No, it
Shaw.
definitely-
In my opinion, the one who's got a mentality is Luke Shaw. I think when
I
he
think
gets
Luke Shaw has a
complaints-
mentality problem as well. I agree.
I think
Which is
when Luke Shaw-
that's a terrible trait to have, because you can't teach that. Mentality is not like a technical issue. We're not talking about him improving, coming for crosses, or improving his shot stopping, or coming off his line. That's not a technical issue. That's not a skill. That's not a skill thing. That's an in the mind thing, and I think that's terrible to have in that. Decent, because he did not play the full season. He played 26 games last season, plus cup games. So he played last season. Now, again, I'm not having that. Emmanuel says his form has gone from 6 to 7 from last season to 8 this season. Good keepers are hard to find. We know he's capable of being world class, and he's back, baby. Man, don't care. His form, we played 5 games. I don't live in the moment
but
like
listen,
you, Emmanuel.
listen, Flawless,
He's played
listen.
5. One sec, before you carry on, but let me just respond to this.
Finish
He's
your
played
point.
5.
Make your
He's
point.
played 4 or 5 games. I'm not convinced yet. If he has a good season, I turn around and go, great season. And this is the problem we have as Manchester United fans, that we accept that. Nowhere else does that happen. Could you be in a job performing poorly for 3 years, but because 7 years prior to that you was exceptional? No other wake of life is accepting that. I've been doing this now for a few years. You get me? You lot enjoy the content. If I have a bad 2 years, you lot are dipping. Fact. Why is that accepted? Why is it accepted at the highest level? This ain't the highest level. He's Manchester United goalkeeper. That's the highest level. The accepting of mediocrity because of what you did for me during that 7 years ago. So everyone can be bad for 3 years then. That's what it is. Everyone can be bad. Who's been here. All right, that's cool. So that's what we're saying is 2 years you can be good, and then 1 year you can be bad, and we accept that. All right, cool. Yeah, go on, Zeno.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, just reiterating my point. I get where you're coming from, 100%. I think mentally you're right. Mentally was the problem, because if you're a world class keeper, you just don't lose your reflexes or whatever. But what I'm gonna say is, how old do we sign Van der Sar? We have bigger problems than De Gea.
I
In my
agree.
life, we have bigger
I
problems
agree.
than De Gea. We signed Van der Sar when? Was it 35 or something? Like, De Gea there's time for him to go into his prime, and look, like Harris said, when he came out with that interview with Pogba, now he has a team around him. Same with Pogba. These men are happy now. They look more confident because of the players we brought in. So I think De Gea's gonna have a good season, and I know you will. You know, you're waiting to see that, because you know,
I'm just waiting to see.
he needs to be consistent, 100%.
Yes.
What I'm saying is he's warranted time, because let's say we get in Zidane. Let's say Zidane has a poor first 2 seasons. I'm still gonna give him time because of
his
success,
reputation,
because he's
of
won.
Depends how bad. No. It depends how bad he does. His equivalent of doing like De Gea was shocking those 2 years. Let's not get it mistaken. He was abysmal. He wasn't just below average. He was abysmal. He was awful. He was making mistake after mistake after mistake. Them seasons, he's all 3-4 out of 10 for the season. If Zidane's 3-4 out of 10 for his first 2 seasons, I want him gone. That's not acceptable. 6 and 7s, I'll give you. Above average, I'll give you. If you're bedding in as a manager, I'll give you. I'm not giving you free bad deal. I gotta wait 4 years for you to get good again. No.
Nah, but you see, no, 100%. But what I'm saying is, he saved us. You know, he did flop, but at the same time, wouldn't you blame Ole because of what I just explained? As in,
Oh,
if your
definitely.
keeper's playing bad,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone goes on
100%.
about this guy being the best manager, this and that. He's playing bad. We have our cup keeper in Romero. If we start Romero, who knows? We go on to our first final.
Yeah.
But he starts De Gea, who's low on confidence. You can see he's not right in the head. What do you think that does to a player? It ruins him emotionally. It ruins him, like mentally. Mental health, I don't think is taken seriously. Like, we don't know what's going on, but you could see he's lost it. But now, last season he came back. He got us to the Europa League final. Let's not get it twisted. If we had Henderson starting, we wouldn't have made the Europa League final. So he's warranted time, and now we can't criticize him now because he's proving the people who are saying he's not good enough wrong, because he's been our best player this season. He's been the most consistent.
He's been good this season.
He saved us how many points? He saved us probably 3, 4, 5, 6 points.
Yeah. He's been good this season, 100%. In my opinion, though, after he spoke out on us being very bad, Ollie stripped the captaincy off him. He lost his confidence and respect of his manager and went downhill. So Ollie's to blame as well. I agree. Ollie is to blame as well for that. What I would say on that, though, is he was making mistakes before that. People forget Van Gaal dropped him. Van Gaal dropped him because of his mentality issues when they had the contract issues. Like I said, he's not been good for 3 years. I'm not accepting that. He's not been good for 3 years.
No.
Manager, yes. Is that on the team? Yes, but is that also on De Gea? Absolutely, because we know the skill is there, as we're seeing this season. Where's this De Gea been? Why
you know what?
This De Gea in 3 years?
You know why, yeah? You know why you haven't seen this De Gea in 3 years, yeah? I'm gonna tell you. I feel like De Gea was just in the mood where he's like, fuck this shit. This whole team in front of me is awful, bruv. Like, you get what I'm trying. I feel like he just got tired of bailing everyone out, bruv, every week, bro. Because that's what it was.
Yeah, but look at the team he had in front of him. I read you the lineup we had when we played Liverpool. We had Brandon Williams and Dan James.
That is awful. Hani says he wasn't poor for 3 years. Tell me the last time De Gea had a good season then. If he's not been poor for 3 years, tell me the last time. Last season he was decent. The 2 seasons before that he was poor.
When you mean decent or world class, that's what I would.
No, when I say he was decent, he was 5, 6 out of 10 last season.
It dropped after the 2018 World Cup.
Yeah, he was okay. And then the 2 seasons before that, he was shocking. Are we forgetting the mistakes he made against Watford and Everton and all them teams? He was shocking. Why are we acting like this didn't happen? I'm not a live in the moment type of guy. That happened. Well, tell me the last time he actually had a good season for us that was an 8 or above.
But don't ever forget.
And he was poor beforehand.
One of the comments of the PSG game, bro.
Yeah, I'm not talking about one-off games, people. Again, people living in the moment. I'm talking overall over the season. I'm not talking about moments.
No, but you know what is flawless? I'm like, yeah, boom. Like, you can get rid of that there, in my opinion. And I can't do that.
We should have, because he didn't want to be here.
No, but don't get Henderson in, bro. Henderson, bro. You know what? I'm like allowed talking about the goalie when you're trying to replace him with a scrub. That's how I see it at the end of the day. It's like
that's what we're saying, 100%.
It's like when Man United fans were like, "Oh, let's get rid of Luke Shaw and get Brandon Williams in." Why?
Harris, he wasn't good. Sorry to cut you off and go to this, Harris. He wasn't good last season. He was decent. That's it.
Nah, bro. Here's the reason we got to the Europa League final.
And then what happened in the Europa League final in the penalty shootout? He flopped.
Are you blaming De Gea for that final?
I'm not blaming him. He flopped in the penalty shootout. He flopped in the penalty shootout.
The penalties,
he flopped in the shootout. He's not.
I can't lie, he did.
He flopped.
That's one thing. I agree with you on that, Flawless. I'll never.
And this is what he's saying. Let's be fair, Flawless. He was poor for 2 seasons and average for 1. He wasn't poor for 3 seasons. So I'd keep the nuance when talking about his dropping performances. But you just mentioned it. That's my point. When I say he was average last season, I mean, when I say he was poor for 3 seasons,
you're
being average is not good enough.
Standards.
Yeah, I'm saying being average for Manchester United, number 1, is not good enough. So when I say he was poor for 3 seasons, he dropped below the standards. That's poor. That's my point. Your Manchester United number 1 goalkeeper, average performances are not good enough. He had an average season last season. He had 2 seasons before that where he was shocking. So he's not had a good season in 3 years. Why can't people see why I would have an issue with that? Bro, this smells like an agenda. I can't lie, Ethan. Explain why I don't have an issue with that. Why I can't have an issue with that. He's not been good in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I never blamed him, Osman, about him for the Europa loss. I never blamed him for that. So listen to what I'm saying.
All I'm going to say is I hope we're not here in a couple of years' time and you're talking about Will Fish the same way. That's all I'm saying.
And again, I
Nah,
never
man,
said we should
listen,
replace
we
Henderson
have
with De
bigger
Gea.
problems, man.
Emmanuel,
Yeah,
I
we have
never
bigger
said we should
problems than
replace.
De Gea.
Yeah, I never said we should. But people putting words in my mouth. I never said we should replace Henderson with De Gea. What I said was give Henderson a run and find out how good he is. And then I said if
Okay,
he's not
but
good enough, you go and get the goalkeeper. Yeah, I'm not convinced. So you go and sign a goalkeeper. That's what I said. Go and sign a goalkeeper. That's the level of what we need.
So right now, let's say Flawless, you're the director. You have one transfer you can make. Any transfer in the world, what are you making?
I'll sign a DM.
You're getting a
100%.
keeper.
I'm getting a DM.
That's what I'm saying though. Like I think, and then by
I
that
ain't saying
time,
he's a big problem. He's been good. It's people turning around and saying I shouldn't have had the issue with him. He's been not good for 3 seasons.
Your opinion was 100% valid in that moment because he's
turned it around.
100%. But yeah, I think De Gea's not the problem, guys. Again, everyone's just looking for scapegoats, and I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna get hate, but this Fred slander is so forced. He's playing out of position. Look, I know he played poor against Wolves, and I know he played poor against Southampton, but people are not deeping that he's been played out of position. There's a reason why Pep Guardiola wanted this guy. He is progressive. He's a box-to-box player. He should not be playing as a DM. He should not be picking up the ball from the two centre backs. But guess what? These men can't scapegoat Pogba anymore. Why? Because he's balling now. You put Pogba further forward and he's balling. Pogba's no more the scapegoat because Pogba's playing out of position. Martial, you can't scapegoat because he hasn't been playing. These men are looking for people to turn away from Ollie. Like games against Wolves and Southampton, when we play poor, who are they going to blame? Do you think the top reds are blaming Ollie? No, they're not. Yeah. They're going to blame everyone. They're going to blame the groundsman before they blame Ollie.
Nah, you're
Big
right.
up Hanny, by the way. Big up Hanny.
And again, let me just reiterate that, people. I'm not saying Henderson should replace De Gea. Never did I say that. So make sure you pay close attention to what I'm saying. And never did 100%. I ever say that. I'm just putting that out there. I said play him to find out if he's good enough or not. That's what I said. Let's find out if he's good enough. De Gea hasn't been good for 3 years, so that's why I wanted him gone. I'm not waiting around 4 seasons for you to get good again.
Let me ask you this though. You know, in that 3 years that we were bad, I'm gonna give a go. Would you take Navas from PSG over him at that point of time?
I'm not. No, I'm not a fan of Navas. Don't like him. Not a fan.
Okay, that's calm. I'm trying to think of the goalies at that time. Chelsea had Kepa. You didn't take Kepa, would you?
Absolutely not. No.
The City and Liverpool ones are important. Who would you have actually taken at that time? Because the Henderson was the only one.
I'm not sure at that time, but I was done with him after his.
I think
Oblak I was done with him after the
come.
second season. I was done with him after the second poor season that he had. I was done with him, and we gave him a third season, and he was just decent. Again, this whole backing, he was world class for that 7 years. Yes, that was 4 years ago. Football is a what have you done for me lately sport. This is what
that is why. What have you done for me lately, Maguire? That is why he should go, and that's
but you see, Flawless. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
And again, Uzmovich, you're new here because he says, "How can 10 players have a bad game? You don't see where the big problem is." Wherever I said that, here's the problem. Show me, tell me when I've said that. I never said.
I think he's going on about Ollie. But what I'm gonna say is with this De Gea thing. Let's say De Gea had a poor season. Let's say we get in a new keeper. Let's say we got Oblak because I think there were rumors of a swap deal with us and Atletico. If we're playing Lindelof, let's say if we're playing Lindelof and Maguire, and we're getting penetrated by every team, and teams are getting 10 shots on target, you're telling me like, I get what you're saying. De Gea's poor, but he was never the problem. There was never a point where De Gea should have gone instantly because he was never the biggest problem.
He wasn't the biggest problem, but he was a problem.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how I look at the owners right now and things of that nature.
Like, but your opinion is 100% valid because, guys, he was terrible.
I don't think Fred is the biggest problem. But do I think he is a problem? Yes. I don't think Matic is a big problem. But do I think he's a problem? Yes. Do I think Luke Shaw is a big problem? No. Is he a problem? Yes. Same with Wan-Bissaka. You can have multiple problems in that. You know what I'm saying?
You see with Fred, I'm gonna say this. Recently, he's been playing shit. I'm gonna say it how it is, innit? Like recently, he's been playing shit. I'm not gonna lie. I back Fred at the end of the day, I think, but you know what it is? Yeah, there's certain times as a manager where you need to just put him on the bench and start playing Donny ahead of him, because Fred's performances haven't warranted him to start at the end of the day, and for reasons such as that, you shouldn't be playing him. In my opinion, it's like, bro. This is the whole point of a squad. Someone plays shit, you rotate him. Martial wasn't playing good, we banged on Cavani. Some people didn't like it, why lie? I wasn't happy with it, but that's what happens when you have a squad and you just got to suck it up. Thing is, our manager's so clueless, he won't put on Donny, bruv. And they're like, oh, you can't play Donny. Bro, listen, bro, you can play Donny in the double pivot, bruv. Like, McTominay, Fred, I've heard that they're supposed to be number 8s, they're not 6s. Well, guess what? You can bang Donny there because fuck it, we're Vibes FC at the end of the day, yeah? The way our team is, certain players just have... It's like they're already they're like ingrained into the starting 11. You can't swap them out. Bruno, no matter what, you can't touch his position. He could drop stinkers for about 4 weeks. He ain't getting moved. And that's the problem with our squad at the end of the day. We have the squad depth. It's just the rotation isn't utilized properly. And when players are performing shit, they don't get swapped out. Now, that's why you get players like Fred being scapegoated and targeted, because everyone's like, oh yeah, Fred's playing rubbish. But listen, you know what? It's not Fred's fault. The manager picks him every single week, is it? Yeah, we know Fred is shit at times, yeah. And bro, shout out to the group chat, yeah. They don't like Fred one bit in it. But, bro,
I'm the only one who backs Fred, man.
I back Fred. I'm not gonna lie though. Recently, Fred has been shit. I will say that hand on heart. This season, like, he's not impressed me one bit, yeah. Because I've seen, you know what it is? I compare Fred's standards to when he was playing that 2019-20 period where he was one of our best players. Like, I know Fred can play way better than that, but you know what it is? You're supposed to bench a player when they're playing shit. Our manager simply doesn't. Now, our manager will continue playing players when they're out of form, and that's one thing you don't do as a manager. When Lindelof was playing shit week in, week out, he wouldn't keep playing. Bailly was playing. Flores, you remember that period in January? Bailly was playing sick with Maguire. But he kept playing Lindelof no matter what, bro. And it's like, bro, that's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. You have a squad. You need to know how to utilize it and how to utilize it when players are out of form, bro. And that's why I was like, bro, I've had enough of this shit, man. I've had enough.
Zigo says it is. The hate has been poor in the past few seasons. Let's just accept he was poor. He started good. Yeah, why can't man admit that? I can admit that he was. I can admit he's been good so far. You got the likes of Emmanuel in the chat who can't admit he was poor previously. See what I'm saying?
No, but why lie though, Flawless? He has been shit, but in that period he was shit. I was like, nah, he'll come.
Yeah, he was poor. But then I'll admit that he's been good this season. He has been. I have no complaints. If he carries on at this level, I have zero complaints. My problem is that it's took 4 years to get here. And you're one of the highest paid players at the club. That's ridiculous. I've had to wait for you for 4 years now to get good again. Now you've put your dummy back in. Now you've got a good team around you. I'm saying now you're feeling loved. You're paid to do a job. Do the job. You know what I'm saying? And do the job. Like,
I get what you're saying, 100%. But you see, like, even if we got a new keeper, like we were still gonna get banged because our team was shit. At the end of the day, our team was shit. So, and again, your opinion is 100% valid because De Gea was poor. He did cost us in the Champions League. He did cost us in cup games. But look, it's over. He's not our biggest problem. Our biggest problem is our manager and not having a DM. And we'll just see what he does now because I think he's going to prove us wrong.
I hope so. And he's saying, and Ryan says Shaw's a problem. Yes, but I don't think Shaw's a major problem.
No.
I think we can improve on that area. Yes. When I look at Robertson at Liverpool, that's levels. That's where our left back should be. He's not in that ballpark. He's not in that. He's not in that ballpark whatsoever. Like, and that's my point when I say Shaw. That doesn't mean I don't think Shaw's a good. I think Shaw's a competent left back. But why is competent good enough for Manchester United? Why don't we go out there and get the best? Like, that's my thing. I want to see Tellez given a run to see how good he is. I think Shaw is solid defensively, but this season he's not. This season he's not started well. I don't think offensively he's not offered too much. You know what I'm saying? Larger winner surfer for the super chat and that. He says, I turned in and saw 3 unhappy faces, start feeling sorry, but then realize you were under Ollie tax bracket. Don't worry, I'm good under Tuchel tax relief scheme. Harris, 2 things. Fred has always been shit and cannot wait for the NBA streams. Larger winner surfer.
Big up my guy, Winter Surfer, you know. Love to you, bro. I'm actually gassed, you know, bro. Shout out everyone. Shout out to Winter Surfer, bro. That's the
NBA
guy,
stream
bro.
soon come, man. NBA, me, rookie coach of the year and that team that I put together. It was mad. No, there are NBA lineup out there. There's not a better
next
NBA
week,
panel
no,
than that. October, fam.
October, end of October.
Next month. 19th.
We're cooking, people. Listen, people, stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned.
Regular season. So what's going to happen is we're going to do regular season watch-alongs for the NBA, and that'll be on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Then when the playoff starts, we'll be back on the YouTube, people. So we literally going for like 9 months now, or however long it is. October to... I'm
telling you.
August, is it? Is it October to August?
Yeah.
June, July, something like that?
I'm telling you, yeah. NBA
gassed.
watch along their vibes, bro. They actually, I just like watching the games. So I'm just chilling. It's like cool, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Facts.
NBA, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Facts.
I'll say this straight. NBA watch along is probably one of my favorite things on this channel. I always look forward to
100%.
them, bro. They're
Say it
lit.
all the time. But larger
One
winner
thing-
surfer for the big boy super chat though.
Bro,
Larger
you know what?
winner surfer.
Respect to you, winner surfer, bro. Love to you, my bro. Like, but all I'm
Every
gonna
time.
say,
Nah, big up.
all I'm gonna say, yeah, Fred, yeah, in my opinion, he's playing shit. Don't get it twisted. He is, yeah. I don't think he's shit though, yeah. I don't get.
I don't know what this is. I just put it up because it's a super chat, so I'm a bit confused by what this is. I know it's an inside joke.
Big up as
Yeah.
No,
Hasib is out here
I'm not
wilding.
trying
Big
to
up for the
get
super chat.
cancelled.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So that's why we're not gonna go into it. But I know it's an inside joke between them, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna leave you man to it and that. And you keep asking this as well, Ahmed, so we'll get to this. Would you sell Maguire for 40 million and sign Skriniar for the amount if the opportunity came? I've not seen enough of Skriniar to answer, so I don't know.
You know what?
about
I'd take
signing
Skriniar. I'd take Skriniar. One is one of league.
But you take Will Fish though, so I don't know about your thing on centre backs, fam.
Bro, anything but
I don't
Maguire,
know.
bro.
Is it one of them? Fair enough.
I'm telling
Fair
you,
enough.
I deep this flawless,
I'm listening.
People like Maguire, yeah, Varane, Ronaldo, yeah, all these men called Captain Maguire. Like, bro, if I was in that team, I'd be like, you ain't my captain, you're just a side man, bro. Like, honestly, bro, like the fact that they call him captain, honestly, breaks my heart. It should be Ronaldo that's captain. You know how sick that would be. I'd be up in the. Listen, when Ronaldo came back, yeah, I was gassed, but I wanted him to be captain because he captain. No, he didn't captain. But listen, bro, he was in that 2008 team that won us the Champions League, that won us the league, that three. He knows what it takes to win, yeah. And let's be real, he's a Man United legend, and the fact that he's not there wearing the armband is just a bit booky to me, in my opinion. That's what you call Ollie tax.
Yeah. And flawless, you'll drink the De Gea tears come next June. Screenshot this comment if you like. If De Gea plays well, why would I be crying? I'd be happy. I want to be wrong about this. This is like the Ollie in, Ollie out situation. I want to be wrong about this manager. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I'm not interested in being right. I'm interested in Manchester United being successful. If De Gea has a world-class season, that improves Manchester United's chances of winning matches, which improves our chances of winning trophies. That's what I want. So I wouldn't be drinking tears. I want Ollie to be as good as the Ollie Inners say. I want to be able to win a quadruple. I'm just giving my opinion in my heart of hearts. I don't believe he is. I can't get this across. I'm not interested in being right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in being right whatsoever. I want my team to be successful. And under this manager, I don't think we are. And De Gea hasn't helped that over the last 3 seasons either, especially the latter 2.
I agree.
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
I can't reiterate that enough. I can't reiterate that enough. Where we at? Big up Emmanuel. He says Jesse love for the super chat. He says Lingard is the second coming of Ronaldinho or Messi. Is rattled and of Ronaldinho or Messi is rattled because he's stealing his spot. It's spotlight. Hashtag Millie Rock season. Hashtag respect Jay Lings. Hashtag Jay Lings for president.
Yeah, big up Emmanuel. Big up.
Do you think? Wait, I got a question for you, for everyone in the chat as well. Do you think Jesse Lingard would perform to a level where he's starting week in, week out, or do you think Ole won't give him that chance?
You already know the answer, and I'll say Ollie won't give him the chance, bro. And you know why?
Because look, he's coming off the bench and he's scoring goals. Like, when does it get to a point where you actually give him the chance to play a big game?
That's true. It's all about rotation. That's what it is. It's all about rotation, and that is the problem that I have. One of the problems I have with this manager. Where else? Yo, you lot keep it clean in the chat or you will hold a block. Camille says, big up Flawless in the squad. By the way, Flawless is Statman called victim support for every time he gets bullied on Red Talk. He always playing victim, man. Large up my guy Statman. He was abusing me before. Large up Statman Baines, innit? You telling me he hates me before.
Statman Waynes, bro. He took a W.
Yeah, Statman, he's always crying, man, innit? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I don't know what's up, where you're upset. I'm saying, like, I don't know why he's upset. I see you need to relax. You know what I'm saying? I know you, man. Wait, is he your boy? Are you my boys?
Yeah, he's my boy.
All right, cool. I apologize. All right. If he's your boy, then fair enough.
Nah, he's my guy still, yeah.
I just had to make sure, innit? I didn't know, innit? Big up the ManDem for all this love, bro. Says Gary 1999. Big up. Daniel says, even with Varane, Maguire looks average. We spoke on this earlier.
Daniel, you're a real one, bro.
Like, Varane is going to make Maguire look worse. It's kind of like if you got a rapper who's 5 or 6 out of 10. If you put him with a rapper who's 9 or 10 out of 10, he's gonna sound washed on the tune. This is why certain rappers don't want to rap with certain rappers. There's certain rappers you don't want to go back to back with. You don't want to follow them on a tune. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what? I'll leave that verse out. You go next. You're not trying to. Me, I personally don't care because I know I know my level of rap, but I'm just using that as an example. That's what I'd say. Yeah, Varane is definitely going to make Maguire's looks worse already. He's showing all his deficiencies. And all of his deficiencies. Crime and pains. Where else we at as well? Kind of Devil says Ronaldo, Rashford, and Bruno are guaranteed to start, only leaving one spot. Doubt Lingard will get it. I agree. And he's not gonna what's it called as well? He's not gonna play. He's not gonna rotate. We already know this. And Lingard's played well when he's come on. He scored against Newcastle. He played well against he won winning goal against West Ham as well. Lingard, I've always said this. Is he a first teamer for Manchester United? No. Can he be a very effective squad player? Yes.
And that's why I want to keep him. I'm not gonna lie. I used to get frustrated with Lingard. Why lie? But these performances, if he's playing like this and not like how he was playing in 2019-20 season, bro, I'll take it all along, bro. I like Lingard, seeing him confident and everything, bro. And nah, man, like the thing with Lingard is, I feel like people are like he should get games, but bro, he loves Man United too much. Keep him at the club. If he's happy at the end of the day. And what can you do, bro? You can't force someone. Well, you can force someone to leave, but if he wants to play for the shirt and he's willing to sit on the bench, yeah, that's good. That's calm with me, bro. Like, I don't mind, innit? Like, this whole Lingard thing ain't an issue. If he plays like this, keep him. If he keeps playing shit, sell him. That's my philosophy with this team.
And when the surfer says, remember with Ollie, he says, remember with Ollie tax, it takes 40% of the talent of new signings. It might be more than that, but I hear you. And Emmanuel, I don't think Maguire's a ball. He says Maguire's so dead, bro. They're trying hard to turn him into John Terry because he's English. Of course they're going to do that.
But big up,
you get the English type.
Man, you know what? I'm loving this Maguire slander, bro. Big up the chat, you know, because you know what it is, yeah. Time and time again, I would get slandered for it all the time. Harris, Maguire's a good defender. You know, like people would tell me, like, he's a good defender. He's one of the best in the league. And that, look, Varane's coming.
Nah, but you see your thing, yeah. Your thing when you were cussing Maguire, he was doing bits though.
No, but you know what? No, but
he had a good period of form. Yeah.
No, but you know, the thing is, yeah, he was doing good for Maguire. What's wrong? I'm on a call, man.
You good, fam? I just muted you in it to make sure you're good in it because they could have said to him, wow.
My uncle came in the room in it.
Yeah, it's calm, man. Shout out Harris's uncle. But Emmanuel, yeah, you're right. Like, of course, because he's English, so he's gonna get the English media hype. All English players do.
No, but you know one thing I'll say, yeah, with Maguire, yeah, I predicted it from the start, yeah, and the reason is, one, he turns slow, but someone called him a shit fridge freezer, bruv, and you're not wrong there, yeah. The thing is with him, yeah, I don't see a world-class player ever. That Euros, everyone was gassed over the Maguire hype, bro. You playing a 3 in the back, bro. Don't try that with me, yeah. And then Gareth Southgate plays it. One-on-one defending, in my opinion, Maguire is so arse, yeah. It's like, fuck me, bruv. Like, what is the point of having him there? Like, in my opinion, when you're playing a back two, you are going to have a lot of one-on-one defending moments, bro. You can get caught out. When we're getting counter-attacked, bro, when Maguire's up the pitch, say, for example, on the corner, bro, like, fam, we are fucked, bro. You know, Maguire, like, Varane, obviously, with the recovery pace and everything, or just, like, bro, I remember when Bergwijn spun him. Bergwijn made him, sent him to the shops, bro.
That was poor.
Like, I seen Stanislas nutmeg him, bro. When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I remember that Southampton game, 2-2, man started marking Wan-Bissaka, bro, and I will never forget that Tottenham goal where he floored Luke Shaw, bro. I was like, what is this brother smoking?
Yeah,
bro?
he's
like,
so
you know what it is?
So
if you
dead,
you know the thing is, people think, yeah, oh yeah, Maguire, bro, they want to believe it. They want to believe Maguire is a world-class player, just like they want to believe Ollie is a world-class manager. In my opinion, I'm gonna say this straight, yeah. I'm telling you now, Ben Godfrey will become a better centre-back than Maguire by next season or the season after, because Maguire is average, bro. He is average. In my opinion, like, flawless, let's be real right now, yeah. Him and Wan-Bissaka are the weak links of the defence, in my opinion. I feel like you can get at them both, bro. The way Maguire's not press resistant. I'm actually deeping it now. He's not that press resistant. Like, let's be real, innit? When someone's like, look at Jared Bowen, bro. Man was pressing him, yeah. Boom, bruv, gave away the ball, bro. He's not composed like that. He hasn't got the composure, in my opinion, bruv. Like, that's why I think even, like, for example, someone like Lindelof's a better on the ball. Or even, I think, you know what, yeah, even Bailly, when getting pressed, I feel like is better than Maguire, bro. I just don't think Maguire's all that. Maguire does these nice passes and just runs up the pitch. It's like, nah, bruv, you're average, mate. You're average. He just begs it sometimes. That's what it is. But go on, people.
Nah, but I hear what you say. Like I said, Varane is definitely, and we keep saying this is going to expose Maguire more so. That's what it is. And if Maguire's not good enough, then he needs to be shifted on. We have problems in this team. You know, the manager's the problem. There's other problems on the pitch. We all know about the midfield issues. And again, this all comes back into the title of the video being joint top of the league. Is it that bad? In terms of points and where we are in the league and results, absolutely not. Everything else is horrible. How are we this high up in the table and nobody feels? I'm not confident. I've meet very few people who are confident about us winning anything. We're just here on a vibes thing and just here to take part. And
because
with the squad we have, it shouldn't be like that because the squad is there. But we move on.
Because it's context and our season starts now. Our tough run of games, it starts now. And Ollie has to prove himself. Ollie has to prove himself now because we're gonna have City back to back. We're gonna have City, Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal. In between, we're gonna have our Champions League games. We're gonna have the cup games. It's literally make or break for him because he could go by December, or we could, maybe get. He could prove us wrong, which is highly unlikely.
It's unlikely.
But
we got, like you say, we got West Ham at home tomorrow. Then we got Villa at home in the Premier League. Then Champions League is back next Wednesday with Villarreal at home. Then Everton, and then you're right. The tough run of fixture starts. Then it's Everton at home. Then it's Leicester away. Then you got Liverpool home, Spurs away. Like he gets. Jesus, you should have told me about that.
Every champion, you know what the flaw is? I'm almost worried for champion. Let me ask you this: if we come second in that Champions League group, because fans will be happy that we made it out. What will actually be your thoughts if we come second?
We should have come first.
Just get through the group. I don't care about second.
No, but you know what is that if we come second, we're gonna play one of the top number one people. We can
it depends on the draw though. It depends because there might be something else. It depends on the other groups because a team who we think should finish top of their group might finish second.
Just like
I hear you, but if we run into a buy-in, bro, it's looking a bit peak.
Yeah, obviously there's nothing we can do. Then we just have to pack our.
No, but it's like that's why I say it's important trying to come first in all of these things, bro. Because I'm like, bro, like obviously
I don't trust us against anybody though, fam. Whether it was PSG or his young boys, I don't trust us against anybody.
But I will cry.
You said about the favorable draw. You told me there's no favorable draw for us.
You know what? I take back what I said. You are right. I take back what I said.
That's what you told me, and you're actually right when you say that. I'm talking about a favorable draw, and you're right, Harris. I'm wrong when you was like about the favorable draw in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. That might not even work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, guy.
Yeah, and Emmanuel says it here. We signed Varane to unlock Maguire. No, we signed Varane because we just needed a better centre-back than Lindelof. Then we needed an upgrade, and he has upgraded the defence. Now we need to sign a new centre-back to unlock our 80 million centre-back, make it make sense. Oh, I forgot it's Ollie tax, so it don't make sense. It never makes sense. We need someone to play next to, as we're seeing, Maguire's being exposed. Like even when he lost the ball against West Ham, and it was Varane who came across and blocked the shot. Stuff like that. And Samuel, never let people tell you this because that's nonsense. However you choose to support the club is how you choose to support the club. So never let anybody tell you that because you've never been to the ground or you don't live in Manchester or whatever. I'm Manchester born and bred. You hear the accent. I'm Manchester. I don't live too far from the ground. We had a fan on here telling me if United win, I shouldn't celebrate. So don't let them use that as an excuse. I'm Manchester born and bred, people. You know what I'm saying? Manchester born and bred. That the ground ain't too far from my house. 20 minutes away.
People always say to me, "Oh, you should support Chelsea or City." Because, like, bro, you man should go support flipping Brentford and these man. Because you like to lower standards and not win trophies, bro. Because that's what you man are on at the end of the day. Sometimes I'm like, give him time, man. What? Are we some Mickey Mouse team to be giving managers time, bro? No, bro, none of that, man. Like, look at this shit. It's come to the point where, bro, I just want to win, bro, and I want to win fucking style, bro. Like that's how it is. I wanna blast the team out, bro. When's the last time in Champions League, where we pulled the team's pants down? Like, look at us in a knockout round, not a knockout round.
Oh, we don't even reach knockout rounds. Probably PSG. No way.
But we didn't. I don't think.
I think there's a crazy stat that since the 20
down, though, like that.
True. Right.
Since the 2011 Champions League final, we've only won 2 knockout games.
Yeah, and another
Fuck me,
two
that's bad.
stats. We under Ollie, we've never won a Champions League game without a penalty, and he's also lost 7 out of 11 Champions League games. Exactly. See your face, Zeno. Exactly. But Samuel,
No,
I
but you
was just
see, it
responding
goes
to your
back to Samuel. Yeah, it goes back to Samuel.
Mm.
Like I said, these top Reds and Ole-inners, they'll blame the groundsman before they blame the manager. Look, they're calling you a fake fan because they don't call out the manager. How does that make sense? Our manager's failing, and they're calling you a fake
And
fan.
I'm the problem.
What's
Our manager's how he
The
I say
floor
this
that-
all the time. How he shuts me up is by being successful. If he wins the Premier League or the Champions League, I have nothing to say. I have no argument because then the response is, well, we just won the Premier League or Champions League, so he's good enough. Simple as that. I'll shut up and say I was wrong. I'll shut up, I'd say I was wrong, and then go catch one of them flying pigs outside and cook some bacon. Like, that's what I'm going to do. Because for him to topple Tuchel, Klopp, and Pep, I think is not impossible, but it's winning the lottery. There's more chance of winning the lottery. There's more chance of being struck by lightning than him doing that, personally. And toppling them managers plus Bayern Munich and PSG in the Champions League. So he has to topple 3 of the best teams in the country, well, the 3 best teams in the country, and topple 5 of the best teams in Europe. So he has to topple City, Pep City, Tuchel's Chelsea, Klopp's Liverpool, Poch's PSG, and Nagelsmann's Bayern Munich. Okay, in the Champions League, yeah. So we gotta get past all right. But I said this last year, and people came at me with, "I'm not a real fan because I haven't been to the stadium." Maguire is average again. Samuel, don't let anyone tell you that you're not a real fan because you want the best for the club in your opinion. And
that man are Burnley supporters in disguise, bro. They don't support Man United, bro. Like,
that's
I'm
all.
joking.
Yeah, that's what it is. So never let that stop, Samuel. Would you
Big
think
up
your
Daniel.
defense would be better with a 3 at the back? Yes, I do. But the problem is, we don't get the best out of the likes of Sancho to me with the 2. It limits us. If we play a back 3, cool. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Varane. Let's say they're the 3. Tellers and Dalot as wing backs. Matic and Donny and Matic and Pogba in the pivot. I'm just using it. Then you've got Bruno, Ronaldo, and one other. Who do you play? So that means Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, Sancho. One of them is all on the bench because Ronaldo and Bruno both play. I don't know how that works. But I do like us with a 3 at the back. I do like.
You know what? I like us with 3 at the back because we don't have the midfielders for it, in my opinion, to play like. Because we don't have because our midfield is so bad right now. Yeah, the less midfielders we play, the better, in my opinion.
The reason why I laughing, I just seen Winter Surface comment. He's a joker, you know. There's the Egypt.
Well, what did Winter Surface say?
Bruh, you'll see it. I'll get to it in a sec. Bra says, you guys give me hope that not all United fans are deluded and accept mediocrity. You guys see through the BS. Maguire not even better than Smalling, no matter how hard they push the agenda. Big up. What I would say about that is, big up. I know it's like, but this is just our opinion. I don't force my opinion on anybody else.
I got a good question for us. You know that time where people calling Chris Smalling like Smaldini and everything in that Louis van Gaal season, yeah? Who would you say is better, Prime Maguire when he's played at Man United, or that Chris Smalling?
I don't even know, fam. Low-hanging fruit, I don't know.
We are comparing shit with shit at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, didn't Smalling win the Premier League?
Yeah, he did, but he was backup. But yeah, he did win the Premier League. Yeah.
There we go.
Chris Smalling and Phil Jones.
I'm backing us to beat Bayern if we get them. I hope you are right.
I hear with the counter attacks.
I don't think of over 2 legs. I don't think we beat Liverpool, Chelsea, City, PSG, or Bayern Munich. And chances are, law of averages says we draw 1. We don't get to the finals without drawing one of those teams. We don't beat Chelsea over 2 legs. We don't beat Liverpool over 2 legs. We don't beat City over 2 legs. We don't beat PSG or Bayern Munich. Those 5 over 2 legs. We just lost to young boys.
We lost to young boys, bro. I'm
not talking about Bayern. Zeno was on here talking about PSG, and then we got bopped off the park by young boys.
I was right though about PSG.
Why was you right?
PSG. Look how PSG stunk out the place, man.
Did they get the draw?
No, but I think PSG versus United will be vibes versus vibes. I'll be real with you. That will be a vibesy game, bro. You know, if low key I want to see it, and low key I don't, but the vibes will be unreal. Come on, bro. Winter Surfer, you know, undercover Mancunian, bro. Is that what you are, Flawless? You know,
Yeah, because I really sound Scottish, don't I?
No, fuck it.
Yeah.
Give us
it
a
is, it
Scottish
is.
impression, Flawless.
And
Go
Ahmed,
on.
you're right. Most United fans don't even live in England, but them top red acts like the gatekeepers of what being a fan is, bun them losers. Facts. Nobody can dictate to you how you support the club.
Big up
No one will
Ahmed.
ever dictate to me my opinion. I'm just giving my opinion. And what's also mad is people act like me giving my opinion on here. I'm in the changing room. I'm making the tactics. I'm making the subs. Blame your man Ollie. I have no influence on that whatsoever. How he shuts me up is being successful. Large up my guy Neil as well, beyond the 90
Big up.
FC.
Oh, big up Neil, you know. Come
Neil,
on, bro.
1/7 of Shameless FC. He says, "What's
Bro.
good, lads?" Ollie in. He's trolling per
All
usual.
I'm gonna say is, people, you need to be worried because Leicester fans are telling us Ollie in, and they tell me that's not worrying.
They won a trophy more recent than we have.
Oh fuck me, bro. Honestly, and you know what, Neil? I asked him time back. Neil doesn't even miss Maguire, bro. He doesn't.
No, nah, don't miss.
You know
Maguire.
what, gang shit, bro. I love to all the chat, man. Love, everyone, give us a subscribe. Give the channel a subscribe. Follow all my guys.
Big up, man, and make sure you like
Shout out
and
to the
share.
energy, bro. Like this shit.
Yes.
Don't pagan the thing, man. That's what I'm saying.
Hit the like button because we're not even at. We have one more at 40 likes, so get the likes up. Get the likes up. Whether you're watching this live right now, you're watching this back, we have gone over 2 hours. We'll keep going. You lot get your final questions in. Please keep the Manchester United related though, and myself, Zeno, and Harris will answer. We're going to leave in about 5-10 minutes. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Road to 4K. Don't forget tonight as well, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A Members Edition. That will be on the Twitch. And Timo saying, Wagwan Harris, long time, 1/5 of the NBA gang. Is there 5 of
gang shit, Timo, you know, 1/5.
Harris, Timo,
what?
Is it a 5?
And Peter.
I can't remember how many it is. And Peter is 6. See, this guy got his numbers wrong twice because he said before.
No, but what was it? No, there was an OG one. The OG one was who was it? No, I wasn't even in the OG. What was the OG one, bro?
I can't remember.
There was one because I asked you to let me in when I saw MV. I forgot who there was an OG.
The 6
I think it was just you and Devontae.
There's me, there's you, there's Winner Surfer,
Devontae,
the Oracle, Peter, and Timo. That's 6.
No, but you know what it is? The first ever NBA stream that you man done, yeah? Who was in that, bro? Because I'm trying to remember. That's the OGG one, bro.
I can't remember. You'll have to go back and look at it. Yeah. Well, large up Timo for the super chat as well. Much appreciated. This is interesting. NBA_M says, rumors of Martial and Donny requesting to leave in January. Your opinions? Zeno, we'll go to you first.
It's 2 steps backwards for me. What was the first thing we talked about before the season? We said our biggest asset or our biggest positive is our squad depth. When the games come thick and fast, like we're going into a period right now, what do we need? We need our squad depth. You cannot start McFred every game. Matic can't play week in, week out. You need to give Van der Beek minutes. And people are treating Van der Beek like he's Dan James, like he's a rotational player. He should be starting. Van der Beek should be starting. He's our most experienced in the Champions League as well. So I think, and then Martial as well. Look, Martial was poor the previous season, but before that, look what he done. He got us that 2nd place and the 3rd place. And I think, look, he hasn't got game time now. We're going into a period where you can't start Ronaldo every game. Starting Cavani, he's similar to Ronaldo. Let's say you want to make a sub. If you, like Harris says, you cannot make like for like subs. If you're playing Cavani and he's only getting 3 touches in the box, you can't bring on Ronaldo because what is he going to do? He's not a different type of player. He doesn't have the different style of play. I think you keep him. If you get rid of these 2 players, it's 2 steps backwards. Maybe by then we might be out of the Champions League. So fair enough, let them go. But I just think if you get rid of them, if you get rid of them, it's poor from Ole.
I think Martial would bang in a team like AC Milan or something like that.
I think anywhere he goes, if you give him game time and service, he bangs. But your thoughts on it? Harris, rumors of Martial and Donny requesting to leave.
The way Martial, I feel like Martial is time done with the club. Like fans don't like him. Like let's be real, I like him, but the fans don't like him. Yeah, they just don't appreciate him, and hopefully he thrives somewhere else. Van der Beek, bro, in my opinion, he should have forced a move and came out in the bar. You know what? Yeah, I would have done a Maitland-Niles thing because the way man's been disrespected. I hate the way he's been disrespected, Flawless, like so bad. Yeah, and it's just like. But Van der Beek needs to push for a move, bro, because One, if I was him, I'd try and get, because I think Juve will want in for him. I'd go to a team like Juve. Juve in turmoil. They probably do need a new midfielder. I won't lie. They got Locatelli. Maybe he'd be a good 8 for them. Like, go Juve or something, bro. Go be reunited with De Ligt, bro. Just even go to fucking AC Milan. Go Serie A. Go Barcelona, bro. Even I think personally for me, Van der Beek shouldn't be in a club like Everton. I feel like he's so desperate to play. Like, I feel like Van der Beek don't hit that low in it. Don't go to Everton, bro. But all I'm saying is, man should leave, bro. Because at the end of the day, Ollie, my hatred for him increased after what I saw he done to Van der Beek. Because, bro, Van der Beek's got violated by the Netherlands team, got kicked out. Basically, he didn't get kicked out the Euro squad, but he was like, he basically got an injury because of the lack of mat fitness. Bro, he's been done dirty out of the whole squad. When I saw Dan James being played ahead of him in the final, that's when I knew his level.
Fair enough. My thoughts on it with Martial, I think his time is done. I think it was last chance saloon for him at the start of the season, but I think he was going to get a fair shot whether to succeed or fail. Now with Ronaldo win, I think it's a wrap. So I think him requesting to leave would make sense. Am I happy about it? No. Do I understand it? Yes, from the Martial standpoint and the club standpoint. In regards to Donny, he's not been given a shot at all to succeed or fail. And the thing is, the players in front of Donny are not even performing at a high level. With Martial, it's kind of like Sancho's there, Rashford's there, Cavani's there, Cristiano Ronaldo's there. So he has 4 players in front of him who are all of a certain level. So it's like, that's more understandable. Even though I disagree with it, it's more understandable. Donny's playing behind McTominay, Fred, Matic, players who are not performing at a high level and still can't get a game. So therefore, if he requested to leave, I would fully understand, but I'd be more upset.
Someone said
about
more like
the
Van
Donny
der
run.
Prison. Man said Van der
Yeah, but you
Prison.
see with Martial, yeah.
Flawless,
Next,
I'm gonna have to cut.
Cavani leaves.
Yo, Harris,
I
large
need
up,
to
yeah.
go
Catch
gym,
you
bro,
shortly.
but
Yeah,
love
man.
to all
Head
the
gym,
chat,
fam.
man. Respect
We're gonna
to all
close
of
out
you.
anyway.
Shout
But
out
big up.
Flawless, shout out Zeno. Listen, you listen, yeah. Whoever doesn't follow these man right now, don't pagan the thing, yeah. And bruv, show everyone love, bro. Show everyone on the chat love, for example, yeah. Go follow Sarcasm. See, you know what to do. Subscribe it, become a member. Follow the Twitch as well. The Twitch is gonna be popping up. Watch out for the NBA streams. What else you got what else you got happening, Flawless? But you got that new show called Doing the Least. Stay tuned. Is it called Doing the Least? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Doing the Least, which is a spin-off of Doing the Most that started yesterday, people. So for those
Stay
I've seen
tuned.
Doing the Most,
Go
Doing the
watch
Least is
that
just a
episode
spin-off.
after this one. But love people.
It's on the Twitch.
And love Flawless. And I gotta go.
Big
But
up, man.
shout out all you
Big
man.
up,
Bro.
my guy.
I love
Take
the whole
care.
chat, man, bro. Gang shit.
Therapy session for you, bro.
Big up. Yeah, isn't it? Large up Harris, man. Forever, you get what I'm saying? A character, I would say. You know what I mean? Wears his heart on his sleeve and gives his opinions. But yeah, we literally gonna close out the show, people. But before we go, Ryan's talking about this. Flawless, do I get Bruno Freedom in the Pro Clubs team? You ain't gonna listen to me anyway. If I was like, you're playing right wing, you're not gonna stick on the right wing guy. It's gonna be you. So this is the team, so you know, Ryan, innit? Statman's gonna be up front. You, Ryan, Zeno, and Tox will be the 3 behind Statman Baines. Me and Peter will be in the pivot. Winter Surface playing left back, and then we've got supporters. We've got 2 centre backs, a right back, and we have a goalkeeper as well. They legit messaged me while this show was on. So we've got a full 11, and then we got players on the bench as well. So that's what that is. Wait,
Ooh, Flawless at the
Monts.
wheel.
Yeah, I forgot. Wait, Monts will be involved as well with that front 3 behind because everyone won't be available. But that's it for the time being, pretty much. Anyway, that's pretty much what the team will be. So it'll be Statman Baines up front, and then Zeno, between Zeno, Tox, Ryan, and Monts. 3 out of you 4 will be behind the will be behind the striker. Me and Peter in the pivot. Left back Winter Surface said he can play, and then we've got actual 2 centre backs, a right back, and a goalkeeper. Like I set up a group chat for our defense and that. Because the chat, I was like, I put it out to the chat, like we need actual defenders and a fullback. And he was like, yeah, we're in. And to Emmanuel's question as well, he says, can I play Flawless? I'm actually good. What I'm going to do is, Emmanuel, I'm going to set up 2 teams. So one team will be for the hosts and all the affiliates of the channel, and then I'll have a second team, which will be for all the supporters, for everyone to get involved. And if we get that many numbers, I'll probably get I'll probably create a 3rd team. I want to get all of you lot involved. Plus, they will be streamed as well, so they'll probably go live on the YouTube. We will be live streaming, so you'll hear us in the headsets busting joke.
And listen, if you're playing in that B team, don't be too down because Flawless is at the wheel. If he sees someone like Ryan, not performing well, slacking, you get what I'm trying to say. Flawless is going to promote you because he's not Ollie. He's going to give you that chance.
Yeah, I'll give you the chance, Stefan. It's not even an A team and a B team thing. It was just to separate it because people were like, as soon as I mention this, the chat always goes mad and like people like I want involved. So I'm like, for supporters, and what I'm going to do is create a whole other team. And I might even end up creating a
that's
third
a good
team
idea.
just to get. I want everybody who wants to be involved the chance to get involved, like 100%. So now there isn't really any
100%.
drop-ins. It's like, but if you're performing below par, we'll just stop passing you the ball and that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you got the worst double pivot in pro club's history with me and Peter in it, so don't expect great service. You four up front is individual brilliance. You know what I'm saying? You got me and Peter behind you. So yeah, that's what I'd say about that. But where else we at? Yes, Ahmed, I will add Winter Surf up to the defense group chat. I'll do that after the show. I'm gonna add him in. Yes, it's probably going to be weekends because that's probably best suited. So it'll probably be a Saturday or a Sunday night because that's probably what's best suited. Also, as well, we'll probably do recaps of the games as well, just to add more content. So after the game's finished, at some point during the week, might go live on the YouTube and then watch the game and say me and Zeno will be like, all right, let's commentate on the game and just like run jokes and all that and do our analysis on the game for when Zeno misses scores a banger or Ryan misses an open net, like Jota-esque, like stuff like that. That's what we're gonna do. Kind of Devil says
I'm
get
such
JV
a cold CDM. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm so.
If you want to play
cold in the
CDM,
midfield.
that's calm. If you want to play CDM, we got options. We got more squad depth than Liverpool. I swear down. You know what I'm saying? We got hella squad depth. So if you want to play DM, like I have no issue with that. Like I'll go right back or something like that for you to play DM. Like I'm really not fussed. I'm just on a vibes thing with this because I know it's going to be hilarious content. I already know all the characters. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, Ryan, Monts, Winter Surfer, Tox. Like, oh, it's going to be hilarious. Like 100%. Don't worry, Flawless. Got a bit of that Alonso about me. Will that be okay? Yeah, that's calm, man. Attacking fullback, innit? Like I'll cover over that left-hand side anyway. So that's no problem. But yeah, people, we are going to close out the show as well. Love to you lot who have locked in. Big up to everyone who's here, not chatting-ish. I like how I can disagree with you lot and we keep it moving. We just got to keep the idiots out. So it's like, I'm not even going back and forth with anyone no more. Chat shit, get blocked in it. Simple as that. And like, I'm not going back and forth. Keep it respectful and we can all have a great time over here. Zeno, anything you want to add before we bounce?
Nah, man, big up the chat. It was a good live, long as well. But you know, I hadn't seen Flawless since that Champions League game, so we had a lot to discuss, and it was just a good live. Big up the chat. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow all the socials, and we'll see you again next time.
Yeah, man. We'll see you lot again next time. What else was I going to say? So don't forget as well, check out the upcoming live stream section on the channel, people. That lets you know all the shows that are coming up. So tonight on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch midnight will be the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A members edition. Then tomorrow it is Manchester United versus West Ham in the Carabao Cup. So we'll be doing a watch along for that, which will start half an hour before kickoff. And then Wednesday on the YouTube as well, you'll get the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, myself, Yan City, Eleanor, and Ryan. Thursday, you're going to get the first show, Talking That Tottenham Talk, that is launching, the first official show, Talking That Tottenham Talk, and it is the North London Derby. So we will be Gonna Talk from the Arsenal podcast versus Talking That Tottenham Talk podcast. So Eleanor will be with the Spurs gang, Cam and Shucks, the Arsenal gang. So that'll be great. Thursday, don't forget as well, 5 p.m. ManDem United podcast is back as well because we're here every Tuesday and Thursday. And the members Q&A, which is also on Thursday as well. But check out the upcoming live stream section on YouTube and Twitch. Link for the Twitch is underneath in the description. Also, people. And also, don't forget, you can listen to this show on audio-only platforms as well. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV as well. That's what it is. And when the surfer says, nah, I'm straight up the goal, A Cole style. Love to hear it, man. We trying to win league titles. Division 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We trying to go right to the top.
Division 1. We're winning
Road to Division 1. We trying to win all the trophies. We trying to promotions, win all the trophies. Cup competitions you have in pro clubs as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We trying to win everything. We trying to win everything. Nothing but armpits. That's what we trying to do. Nothing but this. Lifting up trophies and that. That's all it is. But yeah, love to everyone who's locked in.
That one still.
I'm looking forward to it very much too. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for